Hey everybody, welcome to List Critics 2.
It is indeed List Critics. Jesse, I'm laughing because he literally just said, how do I start? And then he immediately does that. Like, oh yeah, like the same way you pretty much do. Like, I don't know, you could do like Tanya does and say something weird.
Something about
Yeah,
potatoes.
Nessa the Wee and the Kapapo. I give her shit about that, but it is legitimately funny.
Coming out of me though, I think it would just be forced.
Yeah, well, I didn't say
It's,
copy Tanya. I said do something
yeah.
like that where you just say something
Mm-hmm.
unexpected, you know?
Yeah.
Right. I do have a lot of
Woozle
lists.
Wazzle?
What is that from? That's from something.
The Simpsons.
Woozle what? Like, oh yeah, and then everybody's like woozle, woozle,
Yeah.
wow.
I didn't
Terrible.
do it.
I
So
didn't
what
do
do you
it.
got there?
Well, I got lists.
Oh shit.
Isn't that surprising?
I say we critique them.
Whoa. Who would have ever thought of that idea?
Whoa.
Sounds like an asshole. All
Yeah.
right. Tumblr getting deep. I got that to start as we usually do.
Let's get deep.
This first one, let's see. Dreamer the Dark Memer says, so apparently I just picked up an $8,000 organ off of the curb. And DFTBA 99 says, the few seconds before I realized you meant the instrument were terrifying.
That's some black market shit right there.
Yeah, like, oh look, dude, a liver. That's worth at least $8,000.
And it comes with its own cooler.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's all right, man. $8,000 organ. Good lord. Take it to Pawn Stars, I guess. I don't know. Like, what the hell are you gonna do with that shit? Play it?
Play it? I'd love to play an organ,
Well,
man.
you know how to play like piano, so you're already like halfway there.
Yeah, but you got to figure out how all the stops work, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
That's why I
almost
said
different
halfway,
beast.
not all the way there. I'm just thinking like, it's kind of like if you know how to play guitar, you could probably figure out the banjo kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, the banjo. That's hard though.
Isn't the guitar just an evolved banjo anyway?
Yeah, but the banjo is super difficult
Oh,
to
all right.
actually play well.
Granbull says, "Can we talk?" And this has an appropriate picture from from Pokemon, not the games, the TV show. Can we just talk for a minute about the fact that Lieutenant Surge is an 8-foot tall monster of a person? He doesn't even need a Raichu. He could just punch your Pokemon in the face and it would probably die.
Yeah, you got to wonder like when the kids start out with their low-level Pokemon, like in the lore of the show, why don't they just I don't know, like get their I don't know, like just gets a weapon or something and just kill a bunch of them, or I don't know what the fuck.
Well, that doesn't seem like it's in the spirit of the whole thing, you know?
Yeah, or maybe you're like an adult and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get into this Pokemon shit, and then you
You,
just pound a bunch of Weedles.
yeah, yeah, but I mean, that's like, you don't want it to be too much like the game where you see Ash walking back and forth on high grass for like 20 minutes.
Humming doo 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 doo.
Yeah, exactly. And this picture, it really, this Lieutenant Surge guy, he is huge. I mean, Ash comes up roughly to his crotch.
Convenient.
Yeah. Oh God. Very convenient. Yeah.
Oh, anime.
Okay. So, Rocky Top Love posts this picture. It says, "I joined the." It's like one of those like inspirational poster things. And
Yeah.
it says, "I joined the Coast Guard because it seemed like we were the only military service operating even when we weren't fighting in some war. But then I realized we are at war against an army of dipshits with boats." And that's the picture he posted. He says, "This picture is honestly the funniest thing, and I am laughing way more than I should be." Geek with the Glasses replies with, "So my father is retired Navy, and it is a well-known fact that Army and Navy love taking the mickey out of the Air Force. They have tea time, Lee, tea time. So one day I asked what the Navy thought of the Coast Guard, and he turned to me and said, dead serious, we have the utmost respect for them because they're the ones out during storms and hurricanes saving idiots who the Lord didn't bless with an ounce of common sense." And Feather Smoons replies with, "has died of laugh."
That's not really getting deep. That is just common sense.
That seems, there's something fishy about this entry.
Hmm? So fishy. I see what you did there.
No, I'm being serious. There's something odd about it because he says where is it? He says taking the mickey, which is like a British slang. I don't think I've ever heard an American say that.
That'd be like taking the piss out of
Well,
someone?
that's also a British thing. But taking the
Oh.
mickey is especially British. And
Hmm.
then, tea time. I don't think they have that. I know people in the Air Force. I could ask them.
Like the American Air Force?
Yeah, I mean, I assume that, but he said Navy SEAL. They don't have that in England. They have something else. They call it something different.
British Navy?
Yeah, the Royal British Navy. I don't know. It
There you
seems
go.
a little suspect, but I'll go along with the joke. Ha ha ha. Okay,
Oh,
so this
yeah.
next one, I'm gonna have to don't read it, but I'm gonna show it to you because it involves this screenshot from Grand Theft Auto. Here you go. So tell me what you see when you look at this picture, because it seems pretty standard to me. Though again, you are visually impaired, so.
Looks like that guy from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas wearing headphones.
Okay, but all you're seeing there is a guy standing there, and then there's like streets and like other people in the background, right?
Yeah, that's hard to see, but
There's
yeah.
there's nothing weird going on, right?
No.
Okay, now, Got It for Cheap, or perhaps it's Go Tit for Cheap, says, this new GTA screenshot looks like a giant head coming out of the road staring at a man on a bench.
Ah!
And doesn't his shirt look like it's the road, and he's a head coming out of the road? Like, now, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Oh no! I shot bricks!
Yeah, I know, right? Bricks have been shat.
Oh my god, that is... Ah!
Yeah. T-Specialist posted this next one, dialogue between them and Satan. Satan says, hey, I bought your soul last month and no returns. Please, it's making me sad.
Oh, okay.
I don't
I get it.
think that's terribly funny. It's... Nah.
I didn't even raise an eyebrow.
Yeah.
Boo this
Okay,
man!
so this one's from Ghost Gloss. Says, me in the year 2040, getting ready for a fancy dinner party, standing in front of my antique gold vanity mirror, wearing a Saint Laurent FW 2039 evening gown and Cartier diamond earrings, taking a sip of champagne. What did you learn at school today, honey? My future child, laying on my king-size bed with burgundy satin sheets. Not much. In history, we talked about the 2016 election. Do you remember any of that? Me. Drops my crystalline wine glass.
In slow motion, of course.
Oh, of course, I assume a monocle was dropped as well.
And then, I never.
It is interesting to think about, like, in the future, how they'll view the 2016 election. I mean, we had some pretty crazy elections in the distant past, and I think it's going to be like that,
Mm-hmm. I back when I didn't really appreciate the elections, American or Canadian, now thinking back, it's like, I wonder what I would have thought of the election where Brian Mulroney was made prime minister.
You should have
But,
been at my stream. I did a little stream last night, and a discussion of Canadian politics suddenly appeared in the chat room.
A wild Canadian politics discussion appeared.
Yeah,
Damn it!
it was-
I could have been there. I
Yeah,
didn't work.
yeah. Well, it was like at 3 a.m.
Oh well, shit.
But yeah, like they were talking about the pros and cons of the recent prime minister. So,
He does have great hair.
well, everybody seems to agree that whether or not they like Trudeau, they all agree he's better than Harper.
Oh yeah.
Okay, the Marilot. I honestly don't know what the hell this says. This
Marowak?
person says, I hate the saying apples and oranges when describing things that are completely different because they are both fruits. You should say something like giraffes and crystal meth.
Oh man.
What about, Muhammad Ali versus anti-lock brakes? Oh, we're not having this discussion again. Chain of Prospect replies with, I don't know. Giraffes and crystal meth aren't that different. They can both get people pretty high.
No. No.
Da, da. All right, well...
What if crystal meth is made out of giraffe?
Then Breaking Bad has lied to me. I didn't see a single giraffe. I've seen every episode, no giraffes.
They're not going to give you the real recipe.
Yeah, but they might hint that giraffes are involved.
Well, didn't you hear them make the giraffe sound?
Oh, no, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
You know, that's another thing, like, when people refer to cats and dogs as opposites, and I'm like, how are they opposites? They're both animals, they're both furry, they're both domesticated, they got 4 legs.
Hey, we don't want mass hysteria or nothing here.
Pretty similar to me. All right. Spaminos, I like this name, Spaminos, says, Zeus took fuck, marry, kill way too seriously. That's very true. And as a reply, Elder Leaf says, it's fuck, marry, or kill, not or, not and. What the fuck is wrong with you? Hades at some point, probably.
Probably.
By the way, I had the idea, and I brought this up with Tanya, and she liked the idea. Me and you and her should get together and do an informal podcast where we play F, marry, kill.
Oh dear.
That would be fun, right?
No. That would be, but we're going to get into some interesting territory.
Well, there's actually a website that will generate the choices for you.
But they're not going to be like 3 completely unrelated, because you want some relation, right?
I think they're themed somehow, from what I've seen. And then it tells you what percentage of people voted what.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. I didn't know that existed.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Okay, this person, this is JN Cause. They just replies with, they reply, all right, let's try this again. It's been a long day.
Been a long days.
They post a picture, allow real chess to make and manage phone calls. And they just reply with, apps are terrifying.
Wait, back up a sec.
Okay, you know how when you install an app, it tells you, like, this is what the app can access on your phone. Are you comfortable with this? And you have to hit OK.
Yeah, okay,
Okay,
don't
so
allow.
why would an app called Real Chess need to make and manage phone calls? That's frightening.
Oh dear, just real chess.
Yeah, I assume it's a chess game. Maybe you're playing online with other people, but I can't imagine why it would make phone calls. Maybe it calls up your friend to be like, checkmate, bitch.
Maybe it's Deep Blue trying to get in there.
There you go.
Becoming Skynet and self-aware.
Conqueror Worm says, you know how you would beat it? You would just blatantly disregard the rules of chess.
Yeah.
Conqueror Worm says, one of my favorite things to see is random people trying to interact with unfamiliar outdoor cats, just standing there with a hand out, making kissy noises, maybe meowing at the cat when it ignores them. Mankind at its best and least dignified.
Like making all the kitty sounds.
There's some cats around here, but they're not like stray cats. They're my landlord's cats.
Okay.
And one of them will like come up to me, but then there's this other one that just like seems like really freaked out by people. So I'm just like I just look at him. I see you there. I see you.
I know you exist.
Vienna says, when I was a child, I love this one. I read this earlier. I didn't get all the way through this whole thing because I got distracted by other shit. But this is one of my favorite things. This is actually the last one that I've read. When I was a child, I thought male enhancement pills just made you a better guy. They made you pleasant to be around. The man on the commercial had a big smile on his face, and they made a point of how happy his wife was, and everyone loved him. This is honestly what I thought. I want a world where fake dick-growing pills don't exist, but that does.
Yeah, just like better, be a better male. It
just makes you just a stand-up dude, and
a solid dude.
Yeah.
Now, what if you were to take the be a better female pill, but you are a male?
Maybe that's how you get in touch with your feminine side.
Oh, shit. You cracked the code.
Maybe if you're just kind of insensitive and you would take the pill and you'd be like, oh, I get it now.
Mm-hmm. So when they're like, take a pill, dude, like,
or maybe,
of course.
maybe like if your girlfriend's dragging you to see some ladies film you don't want to see, like some Twilight movie or something, you take the pill so that it won't be unbearable.
Mm-hmm. You get in touch with your feminine side, and you're like, I understand.
Yeah, there you go. Just like if you start understanding the Kathy comic strip, you've gone too far. There's no going back from that. You are now a woman at that point.
Or no, Ack. She says.
Oh, Ack. Yeah. All right. Sirius Jones posts Well, they actually post a picture below their post that makes it look like it's Rick from Rick and Morty saying this in a word balloon.
Oh, okay, cool.
Why are people so impressed with kangaroo pouches? Oh, wow, an animal has a built-in place to store things. You ever heard of a butthole?
Kind of sounds.
Oh,
like
wait,
something
actually,
you might
my
say.
bad. Okay, Sirius Jones posted that, and then Tripsy Knox Talgic replied with the picture to make it look like Rick was saying that.
Ah, okay.
Because it sounds like something he would say.
And at some point, you got to go.
Fake Preem says, me, put sandals in my Amazon cart once. Amazon recommendation gremlins. All right, boys, this motherfucker likes him some sandals. Let's show him some goddamn sandals. It's true. You buy anything on Amazon once, and you will get recommendations for years for things related to that. I bought, like, this Pac-Man doll thing for my nephew for Christmas.
Cool.
It was 2 years ago. I still get recommendations for new Pac-Man toys.
Hey, man, I like Pac-Man.
I like Pac-Man too, but I mean, like, I got it. I don't need it to know every time it's on sale. He has it. He plays with it. It's done.
Maybe you got to delete your cookies or whatever that thing is.
No, it's key to your Amazon account, so you get like the emails from it.
Oh man,
Yeah.
okay.
All right, let me make my phone go quiet. I can't talk normally today.
It's okay.
I sound like that chick from Star Trek Beyond. Like, my house is breaking.
Oh yeah.
Jayla.
Jayla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. There's no names in this one. People who live in... Oh, this is true. People who live in places it doesn't snow. Snow is so pretty. People who live where it snows are so lucky. People who live where it snows. Fucking inconvenience powder.
But powder, more like inconvenience pellets.
Well, you are in Canada, so I assume it's worse there.
Yeah, Ottawa's pretty bad for snow. Jesus.
Yeah, well, the whole fucking country, man.
Well, I mean, you get to like Windsor, which is near Detroit. It's not terrible.
Dude, I mean, by American standards it is, because Detroit is one of the worst cities for snow.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anywhere in Michigan is terrible because of the Great Lakes, so they get that lake effect snow shit.
The snow shits.
Now, we've seen this name multiple times, official United States. And it says, what if ants speak English really quietly and we just can't hear them? And then they reply to themselves and say, what if they speak Korean?
Uh-oh. They're amassing an army of ants.
No. I was trying to make a King Jong ant joke, but...
King Jong int.
Ant Jong Il, I don't know. Sweaty Seb says, I'm so fucking hyped for autumn. I'm so fucking ready. I can already smell the dead leaves and feel the cold wind and see the pumpkins on my windowsill, like the little ones, the mini ones. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I can't wait to walk outside and not immediately drown in my own underboob sweat. I can already smell the hot chocolate.
Yeah, that sounds great.
It does, compared to this summer bullshit. I was actually talking with one of my patients at my healthcare job, and we were taking BuzzFeed quizzes.
Oh, great.
And some of them are really great, and some of them are so far off that they become great because they're so bad.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, this one is so terrible, and it got everything about her wrong. And it was like, this says you love winter. You fucking hate winter. She's like, I hate fucking winter. I was like, you hate summer, too. And spring. But everybody likes fall. She's like, yeah, everybody likes fall. All right. So this person posts a picture of one of those clickbaity articles things that says, a bag of trash started moving. What was inside changed this family forever. And Burrito says, when you finally come out of your room.
I like that.
Yeah, there's something to that. Fafita says, someone, quit bouncing your leg. Me, hesitates but continues to low-key bounce my leg.
Oh, that's me all the time.
Yeah, sometimes people will be like, stop doing that, and I'm like, no, I'm good.
I get the Jimmy legs.
Yeah, I'm
Can't help
happy.
it.
I'm happy with what I'm doing. You need to adapt.
It's like a dog wagging his tail. Maybe I just jumped my leg.
Pink Man Jesse says, is this... oh, I think it's Jesse Pinkman, but back...
Jesse Pinkman, yeah.
But I read it as Pink Man Jesse. Gracefully flips over a quesadilla. Anyone would be lucky to have me.
Mm. That's talent.
Whoa! Slow down, Pinkman Jesse. I think you might be hitting that giraffe meth.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
Urban Outfucks is the name of the next person. It doesn't even matter what they say. It might be terrible, but their name is great. Urban Outfuck says, you know that mood you get in sometimes where you just fucking are in love with drinking water?
Oh my god, yes.
I know that mood. It's called thirsty.
Yes. But then it's like, you like drink a whole glass and you're like, more. And then you drink another one. And more.
But then there's that moment where you go just one drop too much and you feel like you never want to drink water again.
You get the bloat.
Yeah. 5378 says, if you're scared for the world, clap your hands. And they put 2 clapping emojis. And then Big Doge 69 replies with, like, a lot of clap emojis.
Big Doge 69.
Yeah. All right, so, yeah. That would be it. Out of 21, I'm going to say, this was a little middle of the road, but not terrible. I'm going to say 16. What do you say?
I was thinking 15 out of 21. Yeah.
And by the way, the comments on this are amazing. Because it goes into a discussion of the Pokemon characters' heights and shit. Like, people take this shit seriously. They start talking about, you know, how tall really is a Lieutenant Surge. And it's just,
oh, jeez.
It's like, stop doing this. Okay, Twitter jokes. I have not read these. I actually just brought it up a little while ago.
Twitter jokes.
Actually, wait. This is an old one. Fuck. Let me bring up a new one. Twatter jokes.
Get some new hotness.
Okay. Alright, Nathan Usher at the Nate Wolf says, me. Good night, kids. Kids, good night, Dad. Me. Good night, monster that eats children who are bad. Wife, threw a radio under the bed. Good night.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a way to traumatize your kids and have some fun.
And keep them on the straight and narrow.
Yeah. Keep them on the, they'll never, you know, actually, you know what? You're going to have to deal with them, like, wetting the bed and shit at that point.
But then once they figure it out, they'll probably want to mess with you, and then it'll get fun.
Then it becomes an endless prank cycle that winds with somebody kills the dog. It doesn't end well.
Then you get famous on YouTube.
Yeah, well. Good account at Sorta Bad says, one time I saw a video of a guy holding up a sign that said, I love you, Stevie, at a Stevie Wonder concert. I think about this a lot.
Oh, people.
I've heard stories. I wonder if anyone's ever done that. Because I've heard stories of that, you know.
That's a face palmer.
Imagine if they held up a sign and it was just like Braille dots.
That's even better.
And then like they had to have him like crowd surf out to where the sign is so he could put his hand on it and figure out what the hell it says.
Mm-hmm.
Growly Grego at Growly Grego says, my dad taught me the importance of having convictions in life. 10 felonies later, I now know that some words have more than one meaning. You know, I appreciate it. I do think it's funny. I'm not laughing, though.
Yeah, it's like one of those jokes where you go, that's funny.
Yeah,
then
but you don't laugh.
Don't laugh.
It's a joke that you don't laugh at, that you do appreciate.
Mm-hmm. Good job. Good show.
All at Dulcitry says, Inauguration Day 2017. Hillary, this is a momentous day for our country. Bill, oh hell yeah, my secret gusher stash is still here. I think I've seen that in something else. Like I've seen that tweet before. But
that'd be kind of funny. Just Bill Clinton just chewing down on the gushers.
Yeah, my gushers. I want to think them gushers are like mad stale by now.
He might still try them.
Bill Clinton might. Yeah, I think that like reality is that he probably has a stash of Playboys somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Local bad boy at Hippie Swordfish says the worst part about drums is that if you're angry at them, you can't hit them because that's what they want.
So it's not abuse.
Now I'm starting to think I have done this.
Really?
So hold on. You know, I think I did this with Tanya. Let me switch to another. I don't know. They got their shit all out of order. I'm pretty sure I did these with Tanya. So that one don't count, but we just enjoyed some tweets there.
Let's enjoy them together.
Let's see. Have I done these? Oh, load faster, you whore. Okay. Okay, these are new. All right, here's a name that we've heard many times before. Snorkel Hua Huat Wiener Dog for Life.
Yes.
And you're not only laughing because the name's funny, but because we get quality tweets from this guy.
Quality and quantity,
Yeah.
so go on.
When God closes a door, he opens a window. Secure the perimeter, God is escaping.
God alarm.
Just figure like Jesus stepping out of a window and like alarms go off and he's like, oh shit. Alright, Dan Duvall at Laserdoof says, on a first date, you know if you shave a guinea pig, they look like tiny hippos with way too much food in my mouth. They hate it, though. Wow.
You shaved hippo.
That's not a first date, that's a last date.
Mm.
Brandon at Untresser says, beer before liquor, never sicker. Xanax before beer, drive a tractor through a peacock sanctuary.
Does Xanax really affect you that much?
When mixed with alcohol, it would.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, think about it. You're not supposed to drink and drive, and you're not supposed to take pills and drive, so you mix them together, and you're really asking for it.
You combine all three, maybe they even out.
No,
I do not condone drinking and driving or pills
I
and
don't
driving
condone
people.
that kind of logic either. That's some bullshit right there.
Yes.
Jason Last Name at Jason Last Name says, do all whales make songs, or only the depressed, self-absorbed whales? That's good. I like it.
Ooh.
Is that why he's called Moby Dick?
Because
He's the Moby of the whale world, and he's kind of a dick.
He's bald.
Audrey Farnsworth at Audapenny says, villain after explaining his master plan. So that's how I did it. Me, okay. Villain. That's how I won. Me, dude, fine. Just kill me and buy a journal. Todd Poppy Carlos at the Todd Williams says, my anchor tattoo is so realistic I can't get out of the bathtub. That is fucking terrible. Wah, wah, big time. Turd Ferguson at General Dietz says, Judge, and how does the defendant plead? Me. Lips right on the mic. $1, Bob. I had to put a little acting into that one. $1.
Oh my god. I missed the
Huntagula.
Price is Right.
Yeah, Huntagulu at Huntagulu says, an owl mistook my man bun for a sleeping hamster again today.
Like, can I pet it? Pet what? You know, well, my head.
I think it's time to rethink the hairstyle, maybe.
I'm not a big fan of man buns.
I'm not even a fan of non-man buns.
I don't know. I like a good set of buns.
No, I'm talking about like the hairstyle.
Oh.
Like on women.
Wow.
Like the bun is not exactly a great hairstyle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it went out a long time ago.
Rob Cordry at Rob Cordry says, Batman's an example of a guy who took his parents' double homicide and made lemonade. God, this fucking... See, that's terrible, but I did laugh. Go figure.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Victor Weintraub at CPIN42 says, not everyone was kung fu fighting, Mom. Some of us were trying to break it up. All right.
Just like the song.
I think
I
that's
get
what
it.
they were referencing, yeah.
That's the joke.
So, Sean Leahy at The Punning Man posts, roses are red, violets are blue, and the next thing is on an actual sign, live penguin feeding at 11 and 2.
That's good.
Can you just go and just someplace and just feed penguins? That sounds like a good time.
What do you feed them? Like minnows or little fishies?
That's what they eat, right? Little tiny fish?
Other penguins?
That's a polar bear wearing a penguin mask.
Yes.
I'm gonna find out.
Really am.
I'm gonna find out. Okay, Google. What do penguins eat?
Fish. According to
Yeah, well, that was a quick answer.
Fish.
I mean, it kept talking, but
It's so condescending. Fish.
fish. Yeah,
Idiot.
very condescending. Damn. It kept talking, but I'm like, all right, I got the information I need. Thank you, Google. Elizabeth, I should ask Cortana. Elizabeth, Eliza Soul 20 says, Iron Man isn't made of iron. He's just wearing it. I guess I'm cheap tank top woman.
Because she's wearing it.
Yeah. Well.
Well.
Elizabeth, you had a good setup, horrible punchline.
Mm-hmm.
Beth loves cake so, Bourgeois Alien says, no matter how stupid you feel, remember, Little Red Riding Hood couldn't figure out taking a talking wolf in drag wasn't her grandmother.
Yeah, it had all the telltale signs.
I read this thing about how Little Red Riding Hood is supposed to be like a metaphor for puberty.
What? How? It's just like, isn't it just a story for the sake of?
They explained it very well, but most of those tales had some sort of lesson, and if you think about it, what is the lesson there?
Well, like an allegory?
Yeah. What is the lesson? Don't visit elderly relatives?
Don't believe everything you see?
Don't walk through the woods. Take an Uber instead. You think about it. There's got to be something to it.
Don't believe everything you see, maybe?
Yeah, but...
At first glance?
Yeah, but why would she look at... See, now, I don't know. Why would you look at the wolf?
I think we're going too existential.
Maybe she just had bad eyesight. Maybe she was visually impaired.
Oh, yeah. I could probably mistake a wolf for an old lady. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe the wolf does a really convincing grandma voice.
Yeah, and has their degree in beauty school.
Born Miserable at Born Miserable says, I like how people say manage your depression like it's a stock portfolio, but you're heavily invested in sadness.
Oh,
that's funny because it's true. Germ at Germ Himself Fish. Oh, Germ Himselfish says, the year is 2054, my casket being lowered into the landfill. My grandson Chipotle starts to play taps on his iBugle. A 15-second ad plays. There is nothing about that future that sounds good. That is horrifying.
An iBugle. See, I wasn't picturing the instrument. I was picturing the little chip.
Oh, yeah.
Like every food
I
item.
think actually the most frightening thing is the idea of a kid being named Chipotle.
Hey man, people have been named weirder shit.
Yeah, but usually it's like celebrities and weirdos that do that. They're trying to say that this is a future where that might be like a name that people actually use, like normal people.
Yeah, like, well, Chipotle. Oh, which one? We have 7 here.
That's where like you say Chipotle and like 3 kids raise their hand. Like here. Mm-hmm. All right, out of 15, I'm gonna say 10. What do you say?
I was gonna say 10 as well. You read my mind.
We seem to be in sync on that. All right.
Bye bye bye.
This is 10. It's illustrations, but they all have words on them. It's 10 illustrations that every dog owner will understand. It's also from Pleated Jeans. You have a dog, right?
Nope.
Thought you had a dog kicking around in that house.
No, I got nothing. It's just me, baby.
I've heard a dog barking in the background in previous episodes of List Critics too.
Oh, maybe it was from outside. Sometimes there's dogs outside.
No, I remember when your roommates had to go somewhere and they gave you all these instructions on how to feed. Well, that was the cat, but still. Did you have a cat that was like in heat or some shit?
That was back when I had roommates.
What have you moved again?
I live by myself, man.
How long has this been going on?
Since, like, April?
Man, you don't say shit. You talk to me about your health problems, but not that. So there's no way that you have pants on right now.
Of course not. Yeah. Duh.
So that's wonderful. That's the best part about living alone, isn't it?
Oh, man.
Pants are pretty much always optional.
I thought they were overrated, but optional as well.
Well, they are overrated. But you've had dogs.
I know dogs.
Yes, okay. Learn a lesson from your dog. No matter what life brings you, kick some grass over that shit and move on.
Oh, come on. You gotta pick up your poop.
There's an unspoken rule that when your pet is sleeping on you, you don't move.
I feel that way with cats. I feel less that way with dogs.
Well, with dogs, sometimes they make it where it's almost impossible to move. Especially if you have big dogs.
Yeah, if you got yourself
I've had Rottweilers, and they just they will just rest their head on your leg. Like, you'll be in bed, and they'll just put just their head on your leg, and at first it's fine. But after about an hour, that head is heavy.
Yeah, you got a full-size Roddy on you. You're gonna be like,
Yeah, but it's not even
no,
the
it's
full.
not worth
It's
it.
not even the full dog. It's just a dog's head. But after a while, it's like, okay, you're cutting off my circulation. I have to move.
My leg is blue.
Yeah. Let me in. I need to go back out again.
I find that with cats as well.
Cat
though.
owners would, I think, relate to that more.
Yeah.
Or actually, it would be open the door. I just want to see what it looks like open.
I hate that. Like they're sitting at the window, you open it, then
And
they
they
kind of
just,
look
like,
for 3 seconds and go away.
Or they just sit there and stare at you.
Mm-hmm.
Home
Like,
is
I
where
just wanted you to open it.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I said, I just wanted you to open it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Home is where the dog hair sticks to everything but the dog.
Ain't that the truth?
True that. I see you have pizza. I also like pizza.
So
we had
it
a
is now my
dog. We
pizza.
had a Rottweiler, Xena, back in Brooklyn. Well, we had her up here too, but in Brooklyn, when I was with my parents there, she loved pizza. Now, all dogs love pizza. That's but she loved pizza so much that we had to tie her to the doorknob when we ate pizza,
Oh no.
and she would just be going insane. And of course, we gave her some at the end, but that was so we could enjoy our meal in relative peace.
So she wasn't bugging the hell out of you.
I mean, she still was, you know, and all that, but at least she wasn't, like, trying to jump on the table and eat it, you know?
Mm.
Dogs bark at nothing. Keep telling yourself that.
They got to be barking at for some reason. They don't just
I always
bark
think
to
that
bark.
they're seeing something really subtle that doesn't matter to you, like a squirrel went through a tree, and they're like, there's a squirrel, there's a squirrel, there's a squirrel, and I'm like, all right, we're good.
Or maybe like they can like smell the tracks of an animal that came through, so they're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, something came through here."
They also can hear things we can't hear, so this could be
Yeah.
a noise. Yeah. Leave me alone. I'm only speaking to my dog today. Yeah. Been there.
I know people like that.
All the food must go to the lab for testing. Yes.
Yeah.
Agenda for the day. Let the dog in. Let the dog out. Let the dog in. Let the dog out. Let the dog in.
Food somewhere in between all that.
Yeah. The dog did it.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Dog.
in the illustration, it's a broken plate, but we also know that is something. It could be a fart.
Oh yeah, I thought that's what you were getting at was fart.
Yeah. Now, you know what's funny is, like, I've always heard this thing, blame the dog, but here's the thing. Dog farts and human farts, distinctly different.
Yeah.
Unless you're eating dog food, you're probably not going to smell like that.
No, because it really is literally inhuman.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, it's exactly what it is. You're correct when you use literally there. Out of 10, what say you on this one?
And did they say this is only for dogs, or just that dog people will
No, just
understand?
dog owners will understand it.
I'll go 10 out of 10
Okay, me too.
because they all make
It
sense.
is true. Okay, oh, that's not a list. I mean, it is, but it's not for the show, so let me move on past that.
Well, that's
Okay,
not
that's not a list. That's just something I was going to read. Okay.
a list.
Got one from Cracked.
Ah.
30 weird things everyone does that no one will admit to.
Oh boy, let's see if we do these.
Let's see how many we don't do. Because it says everyone does these things, right?
Right.
Buying extra items so it doesn't look like you came in for only one thing.
Nah, I've gone in for one before.
Well, the example they're using is condoms.
Oh, what did you expect? Condoms?
Condoms, yeah. I mean, like, they show condoms, but, like, then there's, like, Advil and, like, some vitamin along with it. Like, I can't just get condoms. And it's true, like, if I gotta buy the fuckers, I'll be like, I could get, like, an iced tea, too, you know?
Actually, the first time I ever bought condoms, I only bought condoms.
Oh, you were showing off.
Not really. I was embarrassed at first.
I don't find it to be embarrassing at all. The first time, yes, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
At the first, but after that, I was like, the little old lady at Rite Aid doesn't give a shit.
You got to break the seal. You get that first one out of the way, and you're like, okay, big deal, whatever.
Yeah, it's not that big. Only the first time. But then there's people who just like they're always embarrassed, But
like, what do you expect the cashier to be like? Yeah, right.
Well, no, it's not that. It's that some people are just embarrassed to buy them because I don't know, like maybe they think, oh God, the person's thinking of my dick or whatever. Like, these are going to go on your dick. But here's how I see it. Tell me if you agree on this. I think that you do have to buy other things because if you just go in and get just the condoms, it seems like you're in a real hurry and you just came in just for that because like she's in the car naked kind of situation, Like
it's going to be a quickie or something like that.
Like you were already in the process, and then like she's like, "Where's the condom?" And you're like, "Oh shit, I don't have one." And then she absolutely insists that you get one before proceeding. But I bet you that kind of shit doesn't happen as often as you'd think it would.
Afterwards, I always had a reason though to buy something else while buying
Drugstores have
condoms.
pretty much everything. You'll find a reason to buy something else.
They
have chips. Buy some chips.
Chips and condoms, man.
This next one just says everyone is a gold digger, but it has a picture of Queen Elizabeth II and a picture of President Obama. Both of them are picking their nose.
Oh, gold digger. Okay.
Yeah, digging for gold in there. Yeah, well, everybody sticks their finger up there every once in a while.
Even if it's a scratch, it still counts.
Yeah, of course. But that's usually why you're doing it. I mean, you're not just looking for boogers. You're something going on in there. But here's the thing. I think anybody will admit that they'll pick their nose. It's the eating it part that is disgusting. That is something that if I see someone doing that, like I will actually feel physically ill. And I know that some scientists have claimed that there's a reason that we have this behavior and like why kids do it. It's supposed to strengthen our immune systems and shit. But
you got food at home, man.
No, it's supposed to literally like strengthen your immune system, but like that's okay, I'm good.
Yeah, my immune system, I'll find other ways to boost it.
Pick and flick, people. Don't eat it.
A pick and flick adventure.
No, like Booger Man, right?
Yeah.
Picking something up you just dropped with your feet because you're just too lazy to bend down.
Oh, all the time.
I don't think it's a laziness thing. I think it's just I'm doing it because I can.
Mm-hmm.
Like you feel like you're one with your primal ancestors,
Yeah, our feet aren't exactly shaped like our hands anymore, but they can do the job sometimes.
Yeah. Imagine if we had like foot thumbs.
Oh, like it's a little something sticking out of the heel?
Well, no, like a way to actually grasp something, like we had like prehensile feet. It'd be like the Beast in X-Men.
Oh yeah, that'd be so dope.
Yeah. When you don't hear what someone said, you should just ask them to repeat themselves, right? Nope, just smile and hope you're supposed to be smiling.
Yeah, you kind of nod. You don't really say yes or no. You kind of,
I'll be honest with you, I do this shit all the time at work because so many of my patients have speech problems and sometimes they're very hard to understand. And, I'm sorry, could you repeat yourself or could you say it slower? Only goes like, there's a point where you just want to get it over with and you just, maybe I can fake it and pretend to know what the hell they're saying.
Yes. Oh, right.
It works about 50% of the time.
It either does or it doesn't.
Yeah. When going inside a dark room, instead of going in and turning on the lights, you reach your hand inside the room to turn the lights on before going in, because, hey, who knows what monsters are lurking in there. No, I think it's more because you don't want to trip over something that you can't see.
Mm-hmm. Unless you live on your own, then hopefully everything is where you left it.
Yeah, but maybe you left it on the floor.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe you had a little bender last night, you got a big pile of clothes, you don't necessarily remember being there, just saying.
I understand.
Yeah. You're in the shower and you really have to pee. Are you going to get out and pee? Hell no. You just go in the shower. Any man will admit to that. I don't think very many women will.
Like, what, like, do they just kind of stand there and it kind of runs down their leg a little bit?
I assume that because of that, women will get out of the shower to pee, or they'll wait till afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Because women are always the first people to tell you, that's gross, you shouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, we have these hoses, we aim directly at the drain, it's like a
We-
game, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's like, filling up the clown's mouth or whatever. Ooh, that's not a
Wow,
good
that
analogy.
doesn't sound good at all, does it?
That's really bad.
That's what Jesse's into, filling up the clown's mouth.
God, you're gonna die, clown.
What do we do when we're both bored at home? We open the fridge for no damn reason.
Oh, I've done that like once every day.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just,
Well, you know,
this is all the food I don't have.
Yeah, people do eat when they're bored, but I think that even if you know there's nothing in there or you know you're not hungry, you go through the motions.
Yep.
You ever walk in the wrong direction and you had to turn around 180 degrees, but you wanted to look casual doing it? So what did you do? You took out your phone and pretended you were talking to somebody.
I don't know if I've done that.
I would more like take out my phone and pretend I'm getting a text or something and then look really concerned and then walk in the opposite direction.
What I usually do is I'll stop, look like I have an idea, and then walk faster the other way.
There you
Like,
go.
aha!
See, so we have more advanced solutions than whoever came up with this. But I want to say in the age of Pokemon Go, as long as you have your phone out, it doesn't matter if you turn around and go in the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Has anybody bumped into you playing Pokemon Go yet?
No.
Somebody's
I did almost trip over a curb at one point, though.
I did notice somebody bumping into me playing Pokemon Go. I could tell because they had a big phone like mine, and I could actually see them tracking something.
There you go.
Idiots.
We tilt
Look
our we tilt our game controllers in racing games to steer our car away from a crash, even though we know we look stupid doing it, and then it doesn't work. I mean, it's not only racing games.
Well, I
You
used
do
to
that in
this
any
when I
game.
was-
Like you ever try to make a long jump in like a Mario game and you kind of lean forward?
Well, I used to do this when I was young,
Yeah.
but then over
I think
many years,
I think when you do like the more you play games, the less you do it.
yeah, now I just don't do it at all unless it's motion based.
Yeah. Well, that's different. We
But
all
my
talk to our
parents do it, and it's hilarious.
Yeah. We all talk to our pets as if they are real people. Well, they're real. They're not people, but they are real.
Yeah.
They're
But
only there.
also, we also pretend that they answer.
Or sometimes you make up voices.
Yes.
Screaming at inanimate... Let's try that again.
Yeah.
Screaming at inanimate objects, blaming them for malfunctioning. And
Stupid phone freezing again.
fuck you, computer! Yeah. Sometimes, or actually, sometimes when my phone or my computer or something is just acting up, I'll actually say like, "Why are you doing this to me?"
Or, oh, not today.
Like, I don't have time for this shit. Sometimes you gotta count like this with like fingers behind your back, so that people won't think you can't do the mental math.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Even if
so-
it's simple math.
well, it's you know what? That's the thing. You only do it when it's simple math.
Mm-hmm.
When you like, if somebody asks you like, "What's 37 plus 28?" You would say, "Hold on a second," and you would do it in your head. But ask you like, 5 plus 2, you're gonna go 6, 7, like that. So
Mhm.
I don't do it behind my back. I'll do it by tapping my hand on my leg.
Yeah, like I'll usually do 2 fingers,
Yeah. That's
so it looks like I'm thinking, but really
Yes.
I'm counting.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
No matter how bad you are, you will still sing along with your favorite song when you're driving. Hell yeah. Ain't nobody wants to hear me sing, but that's their problem.
Sometimes when I'm on the bus, I'll mouth the words to my favorite song, and people must look at me like, "What, is he possessed or something?" 'Cause
Little different on the bus. You can't really just start singing.
no, but I'm trying to look at it through my prism here.
Yeah, I mean, you're not a driver. Everyone likes stopping the microwave with only 1 second left to avoid that beep sound and to feel like a badass bomb diffuser. Okay,
You
the
can
bomb
actually end
diffuser
it-
thing, yes. But the thing is, what happens when you hit stop on the microwave?
It makes a beep.
It beeps. Even if you just open the door, like you hit the door open thing when it's still going, it beeps. You can't stop the shit from beeping. I really wish that, like, because they keep adding features to microwaves that we really don't need.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, I had to buy a new microwave about 2 years ago because the one that my parents gave me died, right?
Right.
It has all these buttons. Now, okay, time cook, time defrost. I never use this shit. I just press the numbers, you know? Wait, defrost. What the fuck? What is that even? Like, you put the weight of, like, a pound of chicken and it defrosts it? No, I'm going to leave it in the fridge overnight. Power, clock, kitchen timer. It doesn't... Why would I have the clock set there when it was literally 2 feet from my computer and my phone's in my hand?
Yeah, kitchen timer. That's old-timey, man.
Yeah, popcorn, potato, pizza. Like, all right. If I'm putting First of all, I don't make microwave popcorn because I actually have a popcorn machine. But
yeah.
Like, but if I was, I know how much I want it in there for. I'm not going to use a popcorn button. And you know what's funny is if you look at the microwave popcorn bags, one of the things on it tells you don't use the popcorn button.
Well, what the hell's the point?
The popcorn button is a great way to burn some popcorn.
Yeah.
I think that what it is that either microwaves have gotten more powerful or they have come up with a more efficient way of making microwave popcorn. Because when I was a kid, I remember you had to put that shit in there for 3 minutes minimum. And now, like, you look at the thing and it's like, put this in for 90 seconds.
I just wait until I stop hearing the popping.
Well, yeah, you are supposed to listen. But anyway, and then like you hit the 1. Here, I'm gonna hit the 1. What's gonna happen? It starts going for 1 minute.
1 minute, right?
No, yeah. Like, what if I wanted 10 seconds? You can't do that. You have to hit start to make it go for 30 seconds and then wait until it says 20 and stop it. That's bullshit. So they keep adding these features to microwaves that we don't need. You know what we need? A silent mode.
Yeah. What's the deal with microwaves?
No, seriously, think about this. This is a really good idea. Silent mode. I mean, like, you just hit a little button, it doesn't beep, and it goes into silent mode. And that way, if you are, well, I mean, both of us, we live by ourselves.
Yeah.
But I work overnights in residential homes. So I'm trying not to wake people. We've both been in situations where we've lived with other people. Sometimes you just need that fucking burrito at 3 a.m.
And you don't want that beeping.
And you don't want to wake people up.
Yeah.
Why can't they have silent modes? I mean, like, honestly, why do we need... And then there's the alarm, the beep, beep, beep at the end, and if you don't get it, it starts, like, doing it over and over again. And it's like realistically, if you put... Unless you're, like, super drunk, if you put something in the microwave for 10 minutes, or, well, I don't know why you'd put anything in that long. Well, you know, let's say 3 minutes. You're going to expect hot food in 3 minutes, right? You're not going to forget about it.
No.
So you're going to hear that, and they're like, oh, shit, that's right. I had a Hot Pocket in there.
And also, like, a microwave makes noise, like that.
Yeah.
And then it'll go silent.
Well, I don't think you could do anything about that, but the beeping we could do with that, I think.
But I mean, like, you'll know it's done when you stop hearing that hum.
That's true. That's true. We all think we're a Jedi Knight when we stand in front of the automatic sliding door.
Oh, yeah. Every time.
That is a thing that adulthood does not dull the pleasure of. But not Jedi Knight. I think of the automatic doors on Star Trek.
God.
Yeah. And you're getting into the fucking turbo lift at Walmart there, you know?
But have you ever done, like, the hand motion of, like, Jedi?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, just... Even so subtle, like just a little...
Yeah, exactly. You do like the little finger wave like Obi-Wan does. Like, it doesn't have to be like dramatic.
You don't need to see his identification.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Yes.
Sometimes we just can't resist the urge to tell that story we know that no one will care about.
Yeah, but you tell it anyway.
To me, that's more of a fear. Like, I like to tell stories, but sometimes I'm thinking, like, do people give a shit about this? Like, do people want to hear this?
I think there's some story you've already told me 3 times, but I like hearing it anyway. I forget what it is.
And every time I tell it, you tell me that you've heard it, and I'm like, why won't you just stop me and say that you heard it? Because that's embarrassing.
I like hearing
but
it.
Then you're like, but I want to hear it again. And that's great and all, but, like, I always feel like an asshole.
It's the true version of cool story, bro. Tell it
Yeah,
again.
but that is true. Yeah, I mean, like I've had Andrew request me to tell certain stories.
Yeah, and
And
he's probably heard them a million times.
yeah, because there's some stories that are just good, but there's always that one that it's not as interesting. Like if you're telling stories, like because you'll get together with friends and tell stories, and eventually you run out of the really good ones, and then you go through the good ones, and then you're at the ones where it's like, is it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do I bother? Is this a worthy story? You know?
Went to the store, got some milk, stubbed my toe, thought
Yeah.
about my toe the whole time going home.
Yeah,
Woo!
nobody wants to hear that. No matter your age or academic level, if there's roll call, you can prepare yourself. You prepare yourself mentally so that you don't sound like an idiot when they call out your name.
Yeah, I do that. Oh my god.
You know what? There was so many kids in my high school that didn't do that, and they'd be like staring off into space, and then the teacher would say their name, and they wouldn't hear it or wouldn't notice it, and then they'd say it again and again, and then they'd be like, "What happened?"
Or you get the occasional what?
We sometimes try to cram as much variety of food on our spoon or fork as possible so that we can taste everything in one bite.
I've done that a couple times, but not that often. Really, what I get is what I get.
That's the way I design my food. I mean, I'm putting everything in a pita pocket anyway, so.
Just one slab of taste.
Well, I usually making, rice and vegetables and meat all together, and I put it in like a pita, and that's been my food lately.
Mm.
You know they can't hear you, but you yell at the TV anyway.
Yeah.
Well, there's levels of how annoying that can be. Like just like if it's a horror movie, like Don't Go In There or something. That's one thing.
Don't go in there. Oh, he went in there.
But then the worst is like, take it off. Like nobody wants to hear you doing that.
No.
Nobody's looking. Perfect time to make some goofy faces.
I do that less because I can't really tell when people are looking or not. So.
Okay. I don't think I do that. I haven't given it much thought.
Oh well.
Hi, I'm Troy McClure, and you are reading me with my voice. And then there's Yoda and Spock. So they're basically saying how if you see a picture of a character, you'll read whatever they're saying in their voice.
Except you didn't there.
Well, I didn't do the voice, but I was hearing it in my head like that. That's not something that no one will admit to. That's something that's like hardwired into our brain.
Mm-hmm.
We often check if there are murderers hiding behind our shower curtains. No.
I can't say that's a thing I do.
No. Why would they be there? My shower is tiny. There's better places to hide.
And are they that stealthy?
Yeah, yeah, right. While driving alone at night, you constantly check to make sure someone or something isn't in the back seat. No.
Oh, because Jeepers Creepers or whatever.
Or, any urban legend story about they were in the back seat the whole time. Or Sin City.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Wait, did that save? I'd better hit save a few more times just to be sure.
Oh my god, adventure games.
They're using a document as an example, but games can be it as well, and Let's Plays.
Yeah. Oh, did I save? Oh, I should save.
Or sometimes you corrupt your save.
Fuck.
That's what happened with Pokemon Fire Red.
No.
Have to start over. We sure love to wander around the house while talking on the phone.
Yeah, I mean,
Depends.
I'm in bed right now, but...
Depends. Well, this is different.
Yeah.
This is Skype. We're doing a podcast.
Right.
Sitting in your car after you know what? I think the more comfortable you get, the more you want to talk to that person. If it's someone you really don't want to talk to, that's when you start pacing.
Because you want to find other things to do.
You want to get them off the phone, so you're like ready to like put the phone down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what needs to be invented? A way to slam down a cell phone, like something that like an app where you could press a button that doesn't just hang up, but makes that loud clunking sound.
Or bring back flip phones.
Well, no, because that was even just a little like a tap, I'm talking about when you had that big heavy receiver, and you would slam that shit down like, well, fuck you then, clunk, and you know that person heard that clunk.
Yeah, like the last thing we heard was...
Yeah, exactly. They need to bring that back. Sitting in the car after you've parked, waiting for the song playing on the radio to end before turning off the engine. Now, you're not a driver, but I'm sure you can relate somehow.
Yeah, but they're usually shitty songs.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, if you got a station you like or whatever, or maybe you have your Pandora hooked up or,
Well, like I'll usually before I enter my domicile, I'll turn off my iPod. Except if I like the song, I'll keep it playing until.
So
it's
that
done.
would be your equivalent.
Yeah.
You take out your phone to check the time and then put it right back in your pocket. A couple of seconds go by and you realize you have no idea what the time is and have to check it again.
Oh, at least twice a day.
Probably more than twice. Yeah, twice is the bare minimum there. Holding your breath.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, because I was just moving on to the next one.
I was going to say, even if I know the time, for some reason I'll naturally take it out, like, what am I doing? Why am I checking the time again?
Yeah. You're just, like, hoping there's, a message or a text or something that you didn't see.
Yeah.
Holding your breath while watching an underwater scene in a movie to see if you would survive.
I might have done it once or twice, but really, not after that.
I think it's only if it's like a movie that you've seen before and you know it's like a really long time and you want to see if you could do it.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely could hold my breath longer when I was a kid than I can now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I swear, I had somebody time me when I was a kid, and I swear I held my breath for nearly 3 minutes. And now it's like, I did it with Tanya, and she timed me, and it was like, it was less than 2 minutes, and she was like, that's very good. And I'm like, I don't know, I kind of think that sucked.
Well, if you can hold your breath longer than at least 1 minute, that gives you a fighting chance in case there's an emergency, you're underwater or something.
Yeah, but like I swear I nearly hit 3 minutes when I was a kid. And it seems like, you just, I don't know, you're just getting old.
No, your lungs, right?
We all have to sing the whole alphabet in our minds to remember where a particular letter is positioned.
What? Like, position? Like, what do they mean?
I think they mean, like, what letter comes after P?
Q. Shit. Like,
well, yeah.
Really?
You didn't have to sing it, right?
Yeah.
I think that one's a little bit bullshit.
Yeah.
So. Got lost while driving? Better turn down the volume, as if that'll help you find your way.
My dad used to do that.
I think a lot of people do that, and I think it's something to do with reducing stimuli so you can concentrate better.
Yeah, I can't hear myself think.
Yeah. I do it too. Like if I'm looking for a road or something, I'm looking for a turn or looking for a particular house, I'll turn the radio off. So.
Or if I'm trying to find like a place I've never been before, I'll just like unplug my headphones so that I can pay attention to my surroundings.
So out of 30, I'm gonna say most of these were accurate. I'm gonna say 27 on this.
I'm gonna go 28.
Oh my!
I think there were two where I was like, yeah.
I wasn't giving it much thought. I just think it felt like a 27.
Mm.
Now this is another. That was from Cracked, by the way. I don't know if I said that or not.
I like that list.
I got another one from Cracked, and this has to do. This is a sort of a cops and criminals sort of thing here. 15 Keystone Cops moments that let criminals go free.
I have never seen the show before.
Well, you get the idea that they're just like dumb.
Yeah. Okay.
So like, because you know how like there's all these examples and lists out there of dumb criminals.
There was a TV show I used to watch, World's Dumbest Criminals.
Oh, I love that shit.
Yeah.
But this is the opposite. This is dumb cops.
Oh no.
And I think in this day and age, we need this in our lives.
Well, ever since they started wearing those video things, look at what has been revealed.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, a lot of these are older, though.
Oh.
Konarak Synthamusophone, and I only know how to say that because it sounds suspiciously like a certain King of the Hill character.
Okay.
Might have been the last victim of serial killer / necrophiliac / cannibal Jeffrey Dahmer, were it not for the Milwaukee police. Drugged, naked, and bleeding, Konarak had to escape from Dahmer's apartment of horrors to a street corner. Horrified witnesses called 911. Dahmer told the 3 cops who responded to the call that the 14-year-old Laotian, see, he was Laotian from the name, was his adult lover. The cops bought it and actually walked the kid back to Dahmer's apartment after telling 3 hysterical African-American female witnesses to butt out and shut the hell up. Jeffrey Dahmer murdered and mutilated 4 more young men over the next 2 months before another, who would have been his 18th victim, escaped and flagged down police. This time the cops listened.
Oh my God, that poor kid!
Now, here's the thing. If you got one guy saying, no, this is my boyfriend, he's an adult, and this guy is screaming, no, he kidnapped me, I'm only 14, and we're talking the dude's naked, like, who do you believe?
And wouldn't he be, like, bloodied or something? Or, I don't know,
Yeah, like, possibly, but I mean, like, why would you, like, be like, no, we believe this guy, and not only leave, but, like, no, you need to go back into his apartment. Get in there, kid.
Yeah, get in there, kid. Like, well, come on, man. Who are they kidding?
How the hell do you think a 14-year-old is an adult?
I need an adult. Oh, my God, these guys.
Too bad cell phones didn't exist back then, right?
Oh, man.
Notorious child molester Ernest Fenwick McIntosh, and this is from your home country, by the way.
Lovely.
Was tipped off that the Royal Canadian Mounted Police were closing in on him when they left a telephone message stating that they'd like to speak to him. Now, come on, I know Canada's polite, but what the fuck?
We just want to talk.
The cops call ahead like, we'd like to speak to you, and, well, let's see how this turned out. I'm sure not well. McIntosh immediately fled the country and eluded extradition for 7 years, so long, but by the time he finally was convicted, it was overturned. He eventually made his way to Nepal and began his abusive activity anew and was caught, tried, and convicted in short order.
Oh, boy. That's terrible.
I mean, I'm all for politeness, but damn Canada.
Yeah, sometimes it bites you in the ass.
If you're trying to catch a child molester, don't call ahead.
Yeah, I think we can forego the polite formalities for child molesters.
At that point, you can kick his door down, I mean.
Hell yeah.
In 2015, murder suspect Gerald Harris opened fire on police in Brooklyn, New York. 4 cops drew their guns and fired back 84 times and missed 83 times. A single bullet hit Harris in the leg, after which he was apprehended. An area resident told the press, I couldn't believe how long it was going on. And then they got to reload. And like, at one point, do you just say, wait, guys, car?
Yeah. Like 83 bullets flung past this dude.
I hope they didn't hit anybody else.
Yeah, those bullets went somewhere.
In 2000, Cornelius Mike Anderson was sentenced to 13 years in prison for armed robbery, but released on bond while awaiting appeal. After a second appeal fell through, the court officials failed to return him to prison to begin serving his sentence. Making the most of his opportunity, Anderson got married, began attending church, and started a family and a business, all under his own name and in the same town. When his sentence was up, only then did prison officials discover that he had been free the entire time, and finally sent U.S. Marshals to arrest him. Having been a model citizen and productive member of society instead of taking up space in a prison cell for all those years, Judge Terry Lynn Brown agreed to credit all the days between arrests as time served and sent Anderson home a free man. Well, that had a happy ending.
Yeah.
I mean, if the guy was going around, raping and killing and pillaging, that would be bad, The fact that he turned his life around is great.
Mm-hmm. Man, talk about a second chance.
But imagine like, oh, we're supposed to free this guy today. Wait a minute, who is this guy? He's not in this prison.
Yeah, and wait, where has he been this whole time? What?
In 1995, a teenage girl reported a rape, but police didn't believe her story and the man was never charged with the crime. 20 years later, after backlogged rape kits were tested, Van Patterson, who was known by the nickname Apples, was finally charged for the 1995 case and 2 other assaults that happened in 1997 and 2009.
You gotta check those rape kits, man. Check them.
Now, I know I can understand there being a backlog, but 20 years?
How big a backlog we talking?
Damn. That's terrible.
Like, check all of them, man.
That's pretty terrible. Let's see. Fingerprints and DNA samples from suspected terrorists were deleted from UK databases because the police neglected to file their paperwork. In order for biometric data to be stored indefinitely in the government's databases, paperwork must first be completed. In this case, biometric data of about 800 suspected terrorists expired after 6 months due to such an oversight. This happened as the UK was on high terror alert after the recent terror attacks in France and Belgium.
Oh man, talk about an oops.
Oh, sorry mates, we lost all the files. Someone didn't
Cool.
put forth the proper paperwork. Like, fuck you, England, what the fuck? Holy shit, that's terrible.
Yeah, it's the bad management, man.
Laquan Johnson was a suspect in a non-fatal shooting of another person and was being held in custody until his court date. On May 3rd, 2016, he used the details of his cellmate's case to convince the correction captain on duty that he was someone else and was due to be released.
Oh, God.
The captain bought it and ended up turning Mr. Johnson loose. He is currently still at large.
It's a large Johnson.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
He is an at-large Johnson. Yeah, imagine that. Like, that's like that scene in, you ever see Idiocracy?
Yeah.
Or it's like, actually, I'm supposed to be getting out of prison today. You're in the wrong line, dumbass.
You gotta go over there.
Yeah. Delroy Grant was a burglar/rapist who had been targeting the elderly since 1992, and Scotland Yard missed 3 chances to arrest him. In 1999, officers went to Grant's home and took DNA samples, only to learn later that it was a different Delroy Grant.
Oh, no.
Sometime later, they discovered their suspect's true address and showed up without prior surveillance, only to find him not at home, only his wheelchair-bound wife. In 2001, he was under investigation again, but eliminated as a suspect due to the DNA on record having been marked as a mismatch. Finally, in 2009, Grant was convicted of 29 serious crimes, although he's a suspect in hundreds more, 23 of which occurred in the decade since the police first went to the wrong house.
Oh, man, because of a little misidentification.
That's like a Benny Hill sketch. On January 21st, 1970, psychologist and LSD advocate Timothy Leary was sentenced to 20 years in prison for marijuana possession. Once in prison, he was given a battery of aptitude and behavioral tests to determine an appropriate work detail. One of the tests was the Leary Interpersonal Behavior Test. The staff failed to take note of the amazing coincidence of the names and administered the test to the man who had written several of them. Larry was able to skew his test scores to get himself assigned to working in the garden of the low-security part of the prison, for which he escaped within the year.
That's
Can you imagine
cool.
them? Oh, wow, this test is called Leary. Your name is Leary. Small world, ain't it?
Yeah. Funny how that works. Anyway.
Wah, wah.
But 20 years for marijuana? Come on.
Well, you know, he was like public enemy number 1 in the eyes of the DEA. They really fucking slammed him. But it's like those third strike laws. It's all bullshit.
That's a stupid way of doing things anyway.
It really is. Michael Floyd, who was facing charges for robbery and kidnapping, was able to escape the locked patrol car in handcuffs. Worried that the suspect might get too hot, the cops left the car running to keep the air conditioner going, left the partition slightly open to let air flow through the back seat, and left the suspect to his own devices unsupervised. Floyd was able to squeeze between the partition enough to roll down his own window, which was, well, his window for escape. Now, who'd have saw that coming, huh?
And when it comes to felons, don't crack a window.
I mean, maybe just take him directly to jail. Don't, like, get out and do whatever the hell they were doing.
Do not pass go.
Yeah. In September 2015, a so-called technical glitch resulted in convicted murderer Benjuel Johnson from being released from a Louisiana prison on good behavior. As if that weren't bad enough, authorities didn't even know that he was gone until somebody called them to ask why a killer was wandering around their neighborhood. Don't worry, they caught him and undoubtedly left a lot of heat for letting him out.
Oh my goodness, this gets better and better.
That's great. Convicted felon Stephen Robbins, serving 60 years for murder since 2002, walked out of the front door of a county jail after officers released him in 2013. Stephen transferred to the jail from a state prison for an unrelated court hearing. He was released afterwards because the paperwork that stated "this is a convicted murderer, do not release" was lost in the transferal. Seriously.
So because of that one very important document, he was just like, I'm out of here.
Well, we don't have anything here saying not to let him go, and he seems like a nice enough guy.
Yeah. It doesn't say not to let him go.
Richard Lee McNair, a convicted murderer, was a prison escapee who managed to convince an apprehending jogger that he was a okay, wow.
Start again?
I don't want to say it again because I fucked it up. Let's try saying it right. Managed to convince an apprehending officer that he was a jogger. The cop commented on McNair's rugged appearance and how he was matching up to the description, but didn't seem to catch on to his odd decision to go jogging on a hot day, or that McNair had given him two different aliases, Richard Jones and Jimmy Jones. After 10 minutes, the cop bid McNair to be careful and let him go.
Oh, alright, well, that's nice,
Womp
I guess.
In 2008, a convicted Turkish drug dealer escaped a German prison by hiding inside a cardboard box, which was later loaded into a cargo truck that came to pick up stationery he and the other prisoners made. So, literally Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, pretty much, minus the wolf piss.
Piss. Here's the last one. Con artist Stephen Russell managed to escape prison in 1993 simply by changing his pants and tapping on the guard window with a stolen walkie-talkie. The guards opened the gate for him, thinking that maybe he was an undercover cop, and let him walk out.
He's wearing different pants, so...
Yeah, he has a walkie-talkie, he's got different pants on, you know, maybe he's an undercover cop. Let's just...
Undercover as the
Well, they do that. They have undercover cops that go into prisons to try... They pretend to be inmates, and they try to get, like, you know, the other inmates to, like, talk about shit they did.
Just other dirt.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure that they have like a process to get released, and they have to, like, you know, be positively identified and shit.
You gotta change your pants.
Yeah. There was something like that in Catch Me If You Can, not the movie, but the book version, where he...
Yeah, I only saw the movie.
He was put into this jail, and everybody there was convinced that he was an undercover prison inspector. And after a while, he was like, you know what, you guys got me, I am, you know, and they let him go.
But he's just a smooth cat, though.
Yeah. All right, well, out of 15, some of these are actually pretty fucking horrifying, to be honest.
Oh, man, just so incompetent.
I'll give it a 12.
I'm feeling 13.
Okay.
I'm feeling it.
You're really feeling it.
Right in my temples, actually.
Is it 9 time?
What?
I'm making these references and they're flying right over your head.
Rhyme time?
Like from Xenoblade Chronicles. It's rhyme time.
The game I've never played.
That's a shame. You ought to get it.
All right.
Okay, this is from listchallenges.com, although it was, I guess, originally done by IGN.
Oh.
And it is the top 25 fantasy books of all time.
Fantasy books?
Yes.
I have read so few fantasy books.
What do you think is number one on this? The number one fantasy book of all time?
I'd say Lord of the Rings, but it's made up of 3 books. I don't know.
Well, if you had to pick one of the 3 to be represented as number one, what would it be? I would think it would have to be the Two Towers.
You think the middle one, really?
That is the best one.
Not Return of the King? The finale?
Return of the King had some great moments, but it also had a lot of Sam and Frodo walking across Mordor with nothing happening to them, and it also had a really long ending where Saruman's in the Shire, and they gotta fight him, and
they
cut that shit right out of the movie version.
The ending was still friggin' long, though.
Yeah, but imagine if it had like an extra 60 pages worth of Saruman being a gangster in the Shire.
I don't know, man. Christopher Lee would be pretty dope.
Well. Number 25 is The Mists of Avalon, which I've never read.
You know, I probably heard of... I bet I'll have heard of almost all of these.
Probably, yeah. Number 24 is A Wrinkle in Time. I think a lot of people probably read that, like, back in school or something.
I did read that back in school, so there's one.
A little bit more sci-fi.
Yeah, because, you know, like, time... Although time travel, I mean, it can go either way, really.
I guess so. Number 23 is The Sword of Shannara. I've never heard of that.
Isn't that a series? Or maybe it's like the Something of Shannara series? Or I don't know.
I don't
Maybe I'm
know.
thinking of something.
I've never heard of it.
Sounds cool.
Number 22 is The Dying Earth.
Ooh,
Doesn't sound pleasant.
no.
Number 21 is The City and the City.
Really?
Is that like a tale of two cities?
Or the second city?
Number 20 is The Never-Ending Story, which I've never read, but I did see the movie version.
I actually watched it 2 days ago.
Recently watched again, and you said that it holds up.
It is better than I remember, because that is a movie that goes really fast.
You know who absolutely hated it?
Who?
The guy who wrote the book.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he detested the movie version.
Well, apparently the movie ends halfway through the book.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't adapt the whole thing.
I want to read the book. I really do now.
Read it. Ain't nothing stopping you. Number 19 is Stardust, another one where I have only seen the movie.
Oh, Stardust. Oh, who the hell was in that? Who was the princess lady? Oh, I can't.
I think it was. Oh God.
I know, right? Fuck.
I want to say Claire Danes, but that's wrong. It's some British chick.
Last I saw it was like in the late 2000s.
It's that chick that played Galadriel in Lord of the Rings. Kate Blanchett.
Blanchett.
And the evil witch was Michelle Pfeiffer, and Robert De Niro was a gay sky pirate.
That was he was pretty good as that though.
That was hilarious. That was when the movie started to get good because it kind of drags to the beginning, but once he shows up, the whole thing just becomes way more interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Number 18, Something Wicked This Way Comes. That is definitely sci-fi, so I guess they're including sci-fi as part of fantasy, which I guess you could say there's something
I thought
to
that was a line from Shakespeare.
It is, but it's also a novel by Ray Bradbury.
Bradbury, he's all about sci-fi, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. He everything was Mars and robots with him.
Robot. I am a robot.
Number 17 is The Hobbit. That's pretty
There you
standard.
go.
Yeah, The Hobbit was great. Number 16 is Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell.
I've never heard of that.
I will admit I've also never heard of it. Number
Interesting.
15 is The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Never read it. I've seen the movie version many, many times,
Oh, yeah.
but
You know what?
never read it.
Apparently, there's a lot of sequels to that book.
Oh yeah, everything up to and including Glinda's Guide to Firm Thighs. They did everything. I cannot take credit for that joke. It is actually from a Stephen King book. Where they were talking about the Oz books, and one of the characters says that.
But I guess it's like a huge, like...
It's a long series. There's something like 30.
Yeah.
Number 14, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Now, I have read that.
Yeah, I
seen,
think...
And seen several movie versions.
Did you know there is a porno version of that movie?
Well, let's face it. There's a porno version of everything.
That's
Let's be
true.
real here. There's a movie out there called Jurassic Pork, and they're not talking about, like, meat. They're talking about man meat.
And there's Strokemon.
Oh, wow, that's terrible. Stroke him out.
But I did like the Alice in Wonderland the movie.
Which version?
Yeah, I know, right? Disney.
That was the best one. Number 13 is A Game of Thrones. I tried to read it, and I did not like it, so I did not get very far.
I tried as well, but I was like, I gotta memorize like 40 different characters, and I'm not even an hour into this thing.
It's like trying to read the Silmarillion, only without the good writing.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, the
That could
Tolkien
be
thing.
number one. That was pretty fantastic, but it is a beast of a read. Number 12, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. If you're going to put one Harry Potter book on there, I would agree that that's the one.
Mm-hmm. The darkest, the biggest...
Definitely not The Cursed Child. Let's just put that right out there.
It's not really a made as a book, though.
Well,
It's
they
more of
published the screenplay as a book, so you can
Oh,
get
well,
it as
shit. All
It's
right.
still a screenplay, but you can get it in book form.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I've heard
And I'm
mixed
gonna
things.
get it just because I'm such a big fan and I do want to read it, but I know what the plot is, I know what happens, and I'm not thrilled.
Yeah, I've heard mixed things, but hey, you never
I
know.
am
Maybe
not okay. There's a lot of things that people are freaking out about that I am okay with, but I'm not
Mhm.
okay with the idea of Voldemort having any children.
on a principal note as well.
I mean, let's be real. We could have gotten through the whole thing without ever knowing if he had a dick or not.
Yeah, didn't have a nose. Maybe he didn't have a dick.
Yeah, who knows what else is missing. Number 11 is Charmed Life, which looks like one of those like books that moms give their daughters when they're 11.
I want something else. Get me through the...
That was a song that was actually about addiction to meth.
Yeah, doing crystal meth will lift
Yeah.
you up until you break.
Number 10 is Lords and Ladies, which sounds like a bad parody of Dungeons and Dragons, to be honest.
Mazes and monsters.
Oh, God. It's actually written by Terry Pratchett, who I am familiar with, so...
Yeah, he's a pretty good author.
Number 9 is
Was a pretty good author.
A Wizard of Earthsea.
I've never heard of that.
That's going back.
Wizard
way.
of Earthsea.
Yeah, Wizard of Earth. That's going back a long way.
Is it a series or standalone?
I don't know really.
Hmm.
Number 8 is The Last Unicorn. I've seen the movie.
Oh, yeah, I saw the movie many times. I really liked that movie.
Did you know that they were supposed to do a live-action remake, but they were supposed to do it with the same cast?
Oh, that did the voices?
Yeah, because
For the
everybody
cartoon?
was drawn to look like the actors anyway. That's why the king looks like Christopher Lee.
Yeah, like the, what is it, rotoscope?
Yeah. Well, no. Rotoscoping is when you have models do the actions and then you draw the frames over that.
Oh, they just kind of modeled the characters after.
This in the
Okay.
case, they just drew the characters to look like the actors they portray.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay.
kind of like Call of Duty, that Kevin Spacey looks like Kevin Spacey kind of thing.
A lot like Kevin Spacey.
Yeah. So yeah, they were supposed to do it, but I'm never going to do that now because Christopher Lee's passed. But for a while they were talking about that as being a real thing, but it never happened.
I would have watched it.
I would have checked it out. Number 7 is American Gods. Neil Gaiman
That's becoming, yeah.
Neil Gaiman being the first person on this to have 2 books on the list.
What was the other one?
The Stardust.
He did that? I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't. I'm not like the whole comics thing. I'm
I
not
know.
that familiar.
Number 6 is Peter Pan and Wendy. I've never read the book. I've seen movie versions. I've seen a play, but I've never actually read the book.
No, I've never actually read the book either. I've only seen the movies, all the Disney shit, you know.
Yeah. Number 5 is Gormenghast. I'm not going to pretend to know what the fuck Gormenghast is, except it's number 5 on this list. So
Sounds, if it's German, you know there's going to be tons of lore.
it just
in
sounds
there.
unpleasant. Number 4 is, oh really? No. Fuck that.
Uh-oh.
Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
Sounds familiar.
It was the 3rd Narnia book. It was also the one that made me stop reading that series.
Oh, damn, really? I
So
only ever read
if
Lion,
you're
Witch, and
gonna
Wardrobe.
That's the only one that's really good. Why wouldn't you put that on the list?
Not Prince
Notice they
Caspian.
made a fucking movie out of The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and there hasn't been any movies about that series since then. There's still 4 more books, because everybody stops at Dawn Treader because it fucking sucks.
Well, it made the list for some reason. I don't know why.
Because IGN are a bunch of morons.
Moron.
Number 3 is Northern Lights. You could almost take that series as almost being one book, like Lord of the Rings, but I get where you're going there.
I don't actually know of this. What is Northern? Like, what is the
That's
series?
the 3rd one, and like Golden Compass was the first one.
Oh, okay. You say Golden Compass. Now I'm on board.
Everybody knows Golden Compass because there was a movie.
Yeah.
Number 2 is The Fellowship of the Ring, representing Lord of the Rings, the first one they picked.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
I mean, it is very...
It kicks the story off.
It is very, like... It's a lot of introduction to a lot of different things. That's why I like Two Towers, because everything's already introduced.
but maybe because it's being introduced, it really embeds you in fantasy.
They were all
like
good.
look at
all
this
good.
new thing. Look at this new thing.
They were all good though. Number one is A Princess Bride. I hadn't thought of that.
Oh my god, how could I not think of that?
I hadn't thought of that. And I know everybody loved the movie, but I've not read the book, but I know everybody that has tells you it's better, so.
The book's always better.
Not always. I could tell you a few times where the movie was better. Fight Club, the movie was better. Jurassic Park, the movie was arguably better. So.
Well, I actually own Fight Club on DVD. Like, that's how good it is.
So do I. Fucking excellent movie. Out of 25, what say you?
Some of the names I'm honestly not that familiar with, unfortunately. So I'm going to go 20, which is fair
I'm
enough.
going to go, 17. I'm taking a few points for just some weird choices in general.
Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
And a Game of Thrones.
A Game of Thrones.
It's just like you're putting that on there because people have heard of that kind of thing,
Like, oh yeah, everybody loves the show.
Yeah, not everybody.
Well, I'm with you there.
Yeah, and I'm not one of those people like, oh, I don't like it, therefore that makes me cool kind of thing. I'm not into it. Okay, I do have a video game list here. You asked about that earlier. I do have them.
Yay!
This first one's from GameSpot.
GameSpot.
It is the top 25 Wii U games.
Oh, I probably own all of them.
Well, I don't even own a Wii U, but let's see how this goes. Some of these are multi-platform,
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is the number one Wii U title? Like, if you were to get a Wii U and one game, and you could not get, like, another game for, like, a while, what would you say you have to get first?
You probably want to go with an easy one like Mario 3D World.
Well, I would. That's one of the games that I do want to play. I mean, I would probably say Smash Brothers just because you could just keep playing that, but...
yeah, I guess so.
But also, like, Xenoblade Chronicles X is a game I really want to play, so I don't know, we'll see.
That's on Wii U?
It's only on Wii U.
Oh.
The first one was Wii and 3DS, second one's Wii U.
Wii U.
Number 25, Wii Sports Club. That's when you know that you got some issues with the library on the Wii U. Number 25 is Wii Sports Club.
Yeah, it was a free download, but it's freemium. Blech.
Number 24 is Disney Infinity. That's a game that, like, I think wasn't that very popular, and then all of a sudden they just yanked the plug out of nowhere?
Yep, so people own all these figures, and they are all useless.
That sucks. Number 23, Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed.
Oh, yeah, it looks
I can't get over
fun.
the idea of Sonic in a fucking car. So weird.
Well, he wants to keep things, even. He's a fair guy.
Weird. Number 22 is Nintendo Land, and this came free with the Wii U anyway.
Yeah, I don't like it. I played it. There's just a bunch of shitty mini games. They're not very good. They're not engaging. Most of them you need two people to play with.
This is a terrible list because I could think of a lot better games than these. Number 21 is Zombie U. I mean, that wasn't bad, but it was pretty much open to a universal, like, 6 out of 10,
It's like, it's all right.
It's something. Number 20 is Child of Light. I haven't played this.
I don't even know about that one.
It's on some other systems as well. It's an RPG that Ubisoft made, which in itself is a red flag to me. So, number 19 is Lego Marvel Superheroes. Well, you can't go wrong with Marvel. You can't go wrong with Lego.
Can't go wrong with superheroes.
Exactly. Number 18 is Guacamelee.
Oh, that's on Wii U. I have it on the Vita, and it is pretty good.
That's a pretty good game. Number 17 is The Wonderful 101. Finally, an exclusive that's worth a damn.
Yeah, but this is one of the few exclusives I don't own.
Oh, go figure. Number 16, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I have heard that that's really good.
It is really good. Yeah. Some may say even better than Donkey Kong Returns.
I've heard that most people would say that it is better. Number 15 is Scribblenauts Unlimited. I've always had an attraction to these games, but I've never actually played one. It's like that's a game that I would want to play.
Same here. I've watched people play it, but then I'm like, all right, well, I know how to solve the puzzles now, so I
Yeah,
don't
but
need to play it.
the fun of it is coming up with weird things and seeing what pops up. Like you say purple cock and it comes out with like a purple rooster.
Yeah, or you can just add extra adjectives upon adjectives upon adjectives.
Yeah. Number 14 is New Super Luigi U. From the year.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
the
that.
Year of Luigi.
Boy, that sunk like a friggin' tank in the water.
Well, they did a bunch of things. They had the Luigi's Mansion and that game, and
But none of them sold really well, which was unfortunate.
Well,
I still want to try Dark Moon
Yeah.
Dark of the Moon or whatever.
I think it's just Dark. No, Dark of the Moon was Transformers, I think. Number 13, Need for Speed Most Wanted U.
Me? No.
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm straight on that.
No.
Number
no,
12
no.
is Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, which you could totally just get for 3DS. So.
Yeah, what's the point?
Number 11 is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
Ass Creed, I'm not into those games, so I can't really
That's on
vouch.
every system, so yeah. Number
Yeah.
10, Batman Arkham City, which was already on all the systems before the Wii U came out.
And then there's I don't think there's any other Arkham games on the Wii U other than
no,
just
they
that
didn't.
one.
No, it's just that one.
That's so weird.
Number 9 is Lego City Undercover. I've heard that's really good.
It's supposed to be, but I just, I don't know.
From what I've heard, it's like basically Lego GTA without actually being like unofficial Lego GTA.
A G-rated GTA.
Now they put a twofer here at number 8, but I understand because they're basically the same game. NES Remix 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, I got the 3DS version, the NES Remix.
I like the idea of it that you're not just playing these old games, but you're doing like these challenges, and it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, still the same game, but you got to do a specific thing. I like it. I like
It's
it a lot.
almost like taking these old games and putting them through like a WarioWare filter, you know?
And at the same time, giving it like an achievements kind of thing.
Oh yeah. Number 7 is New Super Mario Brothers U. Duh.
I have yet to try that, but of course I'm
surprised
gonna
you
get it eventually. I'm gonna get it.
I thought you were
eventually.
gonna have all of these.
I know, right? But it turns out I only have I think 9 games. So yeah,
Number 6
I lied.
is Rayman Legends. That was good.
On the Vita.
Yeah, exactly. Number 5, Shovel Knight. That's great on any other system as well.
on the
I
the
played
Vita.
I played that on PC.
Or no, I actually have it on 3DS.
There you go.
My version's on 3DS.
Number 4 is Pikmin 3. I'm a
Oh,
huge fan
yeah.
of the first two. What kills me is that the Wii came and went without a Pikmin game.
Yeah, it sucks. But
I mean, we got like the new Play Control version, but who gives a shit?
oh yeah, that's I don't know. I was never into the Pikmin. I remember renting the first one and being like, "Yep, not for me."
Oh, it's so good though.
You might like the game Oklos. It's pretty much Pikmin but with Roman people.
Okay.
So there you go.
Number 3 is The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD.
Oh, I got that one all day.
I mean,
and you thought
know,
you thought the game looked great before, which it still does.
Yeah. I mean,
It looks-
I get it. I
yeah.
just feel like if you don't have it just draws attention to that there's not a Zelda game on the Wii U.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I know that Breath of the Wild is coming out, but it's also coming out on NX, so it's like how many people are just like waiting for the NX to come out?
And there was Hyrule Warriors, and there's Twilight Princess HD.
I've been playing Hyrule Warriors on my 3DS,
Yes, on the 3DS, the
Yes.
Legends version or whatever.
which has more content,
Yep.
and the graphics are about the same, to be honest.
I have Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U because I got it for Christmas, and
It is a
I'm
pretty,
thankful for
It is a pretty bitchin' game.
I actually,
It's also
I'm actually
not
gla-
on this list, by the way.
I'm actually glad I got it on Wii U because I wouldn't be able to see all the shit on a 3DS screen.
Well, they do like what they do in Smash Brothers, where they put outlines around the characters to make them pop a little more.
Yeah, but I mean just like the HUD and stuff like that.
Oh, it's on the lower screen.
But I kind of like having it within view at the same
Yeah.
time, so it just works for
Number
me.
2 is Super Mario 3D World. That's not a shocker.
Yeah, that
And
is
number 1,
really
I
good.
guess we should have thought of this. Is Mario
Smash?
Mario Kart 8. No, Smash not.
Oh,
on the
really?
list. Smash is not on the list.
Get out of here!
I just want to
Get
point
out
out.
of here with
Okay.
your face.
All right, Wii Sports Club's on the list. Smash Brothers not.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on? This is
Mario
terrible.
Kart.
Oh, you know what it is? This is an old list.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How old?
2006. No, I'm sorry.
2006.
No, that can't be 2006.
What?
Oh, that's when the guy who posted it. That's when his account was made. Now, when was this posted? Does this say? Maybe in the bottom. Oh, it doesn't tell you the date, but it says 1 year, 11 months. So 2 years ago, Smash Brothers wasn't out.
Yeah. Okay. So
All
let's
right,
assume
so
Smash
that
is at the
explains why no Hyrule Warriors, no Smash Brothers, why there's like a lot less games on here.
top. Why Wii Sports is on there?
Ugh. Still a shitty list though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bum,
come
bum,
on.
ba-dum.
At a 25, being kind, I'll give it a 10.
I was thinking 12, just because.
Okay.
I don't know.
Where's my other video game list? I had another one. This one's actually on IGN, and this is their top 25 PlayStation 4 games.
Oh, this is the. I think this is the next gen system or current gen system I might want.
I definitely want PS4, that's for sure. This list is also kind of old, though.
Oh shit.
It's not very old. It's from the spring. So there
Okay.
may be some new games that are not on here.
We won't see No Man's Sky on here, even if it was new. Am I right?
Oh, yeah, a lot of people are very disappointed. Number 25 is Rogue Legacy.
Oh, I have that on the Vita.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good game, but it's also... Oh, fuck you, IGN. It's also not exactly, something that you absolutely need a PS4 for, but,
No,
Okay.
no. It is good,
Oh,
though.
my life. Oh, it's trying to play ads. Okay, number 24, Guacamelee. So good it was on the list for the Wii U as well.
Yay,
There
it
you
is good.
It was also on PS3 and the Vita, I'm just saying.
Oh.
Number 23, Batman Arkham Knight.
Yes, get the PS4 version.
I have not played it yet, but I plan on getting it. If you're going to get it for PC, make sure you have a bitchin'-ass PC like I do.
Mm.
Number
You know, like it
22,
shoots laser beams.
Broken Age. I've never heard of this.
I've heard of it. That's about it.
Okay,
I've
then.
heard the name. Broken Age.
Number 21 is Minecraft. I could not give a shit, but whatever.
Yeah.
My nephew
blocks.
likes Minecraft. Whatever.
Way too many YouTube videos of Minecraft.
Number 20 is Rocket League.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
with the cars that... with the
cars that play
rocket
soccer.
packs. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
It looks so wild, though. It could be
I
fun.
hate soccer, but I would totally play that just for the insanity.
Like people
factor.
doing, I've seen people do flips and shit and hitting the ball.
Number 19 is Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
That's the name of it?
It's
Is it
an indie game.
I was gonna say, is it Telltale? Maybe. No, I guess
it's an
not.
indie game. Number 18 is Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. It's like that a Final Fantasy game is terrible when they have to wait a few years and then they're like, okay, here's the good version.
Here's the real one.
Yeah. Like, we know you, because, like, Final Fantasy XIV was free to play at first, and then they were going to start charging for subscriptions, but it had so many problems, they're like, nobody's going to pay for this shit.
Let's start back at square one.
Square one, I see what you did there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Number 17 is Until Dawn.
Oh,
That's that horror game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been getting good praise, but I haven't seen one screenshot, so I don't know what the deal is.
Number 16 is Resogun, which is a game that looks like it could be like embedded on a website, but it is really fun.
Like one of those flash.
Like, like one of those
Congregate?
twin stick shooter type of things, like spaceships, tiny little sprites.
Geometry War. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, kind of like that, but it's just really fun. Number
Okay.
15 is Tales from the Borderlands, which is the Telltale version of Borderlands.
That'd be strange because I've seen Borderlands gameplay. and
Borderlands
it's
is
like
already
a
weird enough, yeah.
shooty McShooter game.
Well, it's a shooter RPG with really weird characters, so it kind of does lend itself to that.
Yeah. Okay. Fair
Number
enough.
14 is Child of Light, which was also on the Wii U list.
Huh.
There you
Well,
go.
good for it.
Yeah. Number 13 is Diablo 3 Ultimate Evil Edition. I'm
Ultimate Evil.
underwhelmed by this choice.
Huh. I don't know. What about the game? Like, yeah, it's had a lot of connecting problems, but what about the game itself? Is it that good?
From what I've heard, it's good, but it's not.
It's just
great.
more Diablo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 12 is Transistor, which I have yet to play, but I have it on PC. I've not played it yet, but I've heard good things. It's the same people who
Me too.
made Bastion.
Yeah, and Bastion looked phenomenal, like your,
And everybody says Transistor is actually better, so.
Oh, wow, okay.
Number 11 is Shadow of Mordor.
This is a game my brother owns, so I know it has to be good.
Mine is your brother, like, very picky with games?
Yes. Like he'll buy a PlayStation 4 and then be like, I'm done with it after a week.
Nice. Number 10, this is a game that I've wanted to play, but I haven't gotten simply because the publisher will not sell it on Steam because they're a bunch of assholes. Dragon
What?
Age Inquisition.
Really? They won't put it on Steam? They'd be printing money.
They want you to... It's EA. They want you to use
Fuck.
Origin. The only Dragon Ages that you can get on Steam are Dragon Age Origins and Awakening. You can't get 2, and you can't get Inquisition on Steam.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Like, why did they stop at those two?
Originally, Dragon Age 2 was on Steam, but it was delisted because they broke the rules. They were, they had in-game purchases that were not through the Steam store. They would reroute you to Origin.
Ooh.
And it's like, why would Steam let that happen, you know?
Well, kudos to the people who still have it on their list.
Like imagine if you worked at Walmart while there were actually customers there and somebody was like, hey, can you tell me where to find such and such? And you were like, yeah, at Target.
Mm-hmm, right.
And then you drove them to Target.
Yeah, you want to get the good shit? I'll take
Yeah.
it there.
Number 9, oh, I gotta go to the next page. Number 9 is Fallout 4, which I've not played.
I have only played Fallout 1 and 2, so...
Okay, well, that's definitely very different.
Yes, from what I understand.
Number 8 is Uncharted: The Nathan Drake Collection, which is where you get all 3 Uncharted games in one package, and it's all in HD.
That would be fun. That would be worth it, because I've never played any of them, so I think that would be a good thing to get.
They do look like a good time.
Yeah.
Number 7 is Grand Theft Auto 5. Shocking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Number 6 is Journey. Oh, that's good on any system, really.
It looks pretty.
Number 5 is The Witness. I don't know this one.
Witness. Yeah, I don't know either.
Can I get a witness? Number 4 is The Last of Us Remastered.
Oh, man. I saw the opening cutscene-ish kind of thing.
Ooh, that's heart-wrenching, isn't it?
It's devastating after
Yeah.
only like a couple minutes.
And then you're fully invested.
Yes,
Fully
but
invested at that point. That was a great game on PS3. On PS4, it's just prettier.
New coat of paint.
But still an amazing game, still worth you being on here. Number 3, Metal Gear Solid 5. I assume they mean the Phantom Pain.
Yes.
I assume they don't mean that weird demo that came out and they charged $40 for.
Without Kojima. Poor Kojima.
Well, now they're trying to make a game, like a new Metal Gear game without him, and the reaction to it has not been pleasant.
Well, no shit.
Partly because it looks like shit.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Bloodborne.
Oh, the Dark Souls-ish game.
Yeah, it's from the same creator as Dark Souls series and Demon Souls. And there you go.
Yeah, if you like Dark Souls, get Bloodborne.
Yeah, or Demon Souls, for that
Or
matter.
Demons.
Number 1 is The Witcher 3.
Which it's weird because people didn't care about The Witcher. People were kind of lukewarm on Witcher 2, but the third one, they got it right.
Yeah, everybody said the third one's the best one. Somebody gifted me the first game, and I do really want to check it out and play it. I remember Andrew was always complaining about how he hated The Witcher, and he thought it was a terrible game and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I asked him, what is it about, when I got the gift version of it on Steam, what is it about The Witcher that you don't like? And he says it just represents everything that he doesn't like about RPGs from the 90s.
Which is what?
And I said, so in other words, I'm going to love it. And he said, yep, probably. So,
Well,
you
yeah.
gotta understand, Andrew, like, he's not really an RPG guy at all. Like, I think the only RPG that he's ever gotten, like, seriously into was Skyrim.
Oh, okay, and that's a different kind of RPG altogether.
Well, that's the kind of RPG that The Witcher is like. Like, I got him Dragon Age. He really wanted to play it. He was really in love with the idea of it. He liked the story and everything. But he never finished it. He didn't like the gameplay.
Hmm.
So, out of 25, I think this was a better list than the Wii U list, simply because it was written only a few months ago, and the PS4 has had time to grow, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Out of 25, I'm going to say 21.
I'm gonna go with what I did before, an even 20.
Somebody on the stream last night in the chat said, what'd they say? Something about waiting for 2 games to come out. Oh, Final Fantasy 15 and The Last Guardian. And I said, wow, talk about long development cycles right there.
That's true. Those have been in development, not development hell necessarily, because they've been like hints here and there, but
Wow.
come on, people.
Well, Final Fantasy 15 was originally called Final Fantasy Versus 13 and was originally imagined for PlayStation 2.
Yeah. That's going back.
Yeah. The Last Guardian was supposed to be a title that would come out within the first few months of launch for PS3.
And we're still waiting.
Yeah, so you could just replay Eco and Shadow of the Colossus in the meantime, I guess.
And I've never played either, and I want to play them.
Oh, you would really like Shadow of the Colossus especially, I think.
Oh, yeah, I've seen gameplay, just boss battle after gigantic boss battle.
Well, I mean, yeah, you do have to get to the bosses, and sometimes that's a whole thing, but yeah. Okay, now here's a list I've been looking forward to. I actually shared some of it with Tanya the other day, because I was like, this is so a list that I'd want to do on List Critics, but I'm going to do it on List Critics too, simply because it's up now, and I don't want to have the tab open for like a month and a half.
Okay.
But I shared it with her just so she could see it, and this is another one of those stories lists.
Okay.
You know, remember last month we did almost all stories lists?
Oh, yeah,
But
okay.
this is all sex stories.
Oh, damn.
It's 20 brave souls reveal the craziest sex act they've ever done.
All right, let me get comfortable.
Now let's before you get comfortable, but what is the craziest sex act you've ever done? Let's see if either of ours will match anything on this list.
I don't know if I'm at liberty to say it, so...
If you don't use names.
I'll say, well, at one point, there were 2 ladies.
Okay. I got you beat there.
All right, what do you got?
Not in awesomeness, but in craziness.
Right. I've never done anything wild,
Okay.
super crazy.
At one point, there were 2 guys.
Oh, shit.
Now, to be fair, we were all drunk.
That's fine.
And once I realized the way things were going and what it could possibly lead to, I cut it short, so to speak. That's where I was like, no, we need to stop before this goes too far. But it went pretty far. Like it was a lot of foreplay, and it was really like, you know, there was no guy-on-guy contact, but it's still like a thing that is pretty wild for a straight guy to go through, 2 straight guys to go through.
Yeah, because at one point, you know, like, is the girl going to want you guys to do stuff to each other?
I don't think she would have wanted that.
Okay.
She was very straight-laced, vanilla.
Yeah. Fair enough.
All right, let's see. Number 1, I had sex with another guy just to see if I was fully straight. Yep, turns out it is definitely not for me.
Huh.
Yo! Yo, you don't do that!
Am I
seriously.
straight?
Okay, first of all, if you're wondering whether or not you're fully straight, you're not.
Well, apparently, according to this guy, he is.
No, he's not. He's in denial because you don't just jump right to gay sex. Like if you had these thoughts of like, what if I'm a little bi kind of thing? Like, what if I'm 10% gay maybe? Like,
Yeah.
what would you do? You gonna go hook up with a guy to find out?
I'd probably take a slower approach.
Like maybe look at gay porn and see if that does anything for you?
Possibly, that's one avenue.
That's a pretty easy thing to access and a pretty easy thing to forget about if it doesn't go your way.
Yeah.
So to me, that's just really crazy.
I guess that is a big leap he took.
That is just bizarre, you know?
It's a big leap.
Oh, big leap into another guy.
Hey now.
Number 2. In college, I had a threesome with a professor and her ex-undergrad roommate.
Oh.
The roommate was still nursing her baby, and I ended up drunkenly drinking a lot of breast milk. Woke up in a puddle.
Oh my god.
Is it offensive for me to be grossed out right now?
I'm not really grossed out. I'm just amazed. Like, wow.
No, but thinking about it, like we all like to suck on the nipple, but we don't actually want anything to come out of it.
Yeah, you're like tapping it like, come on. Come on.
Yeah, we don't. That doesn't happen. We're just doing it
No.
for titillation purposes.
Yeah.
Well, that might be where the word comes from. Who knows?
Yeah.
Number 3, dated my teacher's daughter. Her dad didn't know we were dating. We were closeted. So whenever I'd get frustrated with him in class, I'd go to his house after school and have sex with his daughter. I actually asked Tanya if that was her. And you know what she told me? That she did not submit that, but she did have something like that happen.
Nice.
Similar. Not exactly the same, but similar.
Similar's close enough, man. That's
Because I
adventurous.
know Tanya was a bit of a wild child, and sometimes she talks about it. I'm like, wow, man, you did some crazy shit.
You been crazy.
Yeah. Number 4, that my buddy and I had a 4-way with 2 chicks we'd met. One left crying after neither of us could stay hard while in her. Wow. That's either a problem on her end or, like, they're way too drunk.
Somebody's got a problem, man.
Yeah. He finished with the other, and the 3 of us passed out. The next morning, we walked into the living room where she was reading a story to her daughter who'd been in the next room without our knowledge the entire night.
Oh.
We gave a polite goodbye and left.
Goodbye.
Well done.
Oh, my.
Number 5, I got a blowjob before my first kiss.
Wow. You got to run before you walk, I guess.
You got to run before you crawl.
Woo. That is not
what,
bad.
At first kiss was on the dick?
Dude's got some swagger.
Either that or he just knew some really creepy people.
Yeah, maybe she doesn't like. Maybe she's one of those no kissing types, and she's like,
Yeah.
"But I'll do this." Oh,
Yeah. They're usually called prostitutes.
yes.
Number 6, I had a threesome with 2 other girls at a slumber party. It was fun, but I found out that night that I was completely straight. Once again, no, you're not. Not if you had sex with 2 other girls and you describe the experience as fun.
It was fun. Well, what is sex? Not fun.
Yeah.
If you're doing it wrong.
I mean,
guess.
okay, maybe she's saying that because she doesn't have a desire to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, if it was fun, that means you are at least not 100% straight. I mean, they say nobody really is. So,
Yeah.
there you go.
Everybody's got a little bit of gay.
Yep. Number 7, gotten a rim job. It's a running joke in my friends group, mostly as a shock joke. I'd always been curious, and it wasn't until I was seeing this girl somewhat regularly that I thought it might be fun to try. We were really drunk, and she was blowing me. Then I asked her to lick my butt. I hope you didn't phrase it like that.
Lick my butt.
Yeah. She attacked my balloon knot, and I found out that it feels awesome. I've never experienced such bliss as having my dick yanked and butt tongued at the same time. As
Rusty
for
trombone.
her, or maybe it's ass for her, she always hated giving blowjobs because they hurt her mouth, but she loves giving rim jobs. Well, that worked out well for everyone.
Yeah, right?
She don't have to hurt her mouth. He gets his butt licked. She's eating the booty like groceries. It's all good.
It's a rusty trombone.
There you go. Well, I hope it's not
Yeah.
rusty.
Well, that's what they call it.
I
guess.
know why they call it that.
Hmm.
Number 8, I lost my virginity while there was another couple having sex about 3 feet to my right, and this was about 3 nights ago.
Oh, man.
That might have been at an orgy, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe your first time is at an orgy.
You're going on expert level immediately.
Yeah, but
you don't even read the
nothing's
manual.
ever going to live up to that, and it's all going to be downhill at that point.
Yeah, see, that's you don't peak in the
Yeah.
beginning, man.
Yeah. Number 9, I had a short-term relationship with twin sisters who strictly only wanted to sleep with me at the same time. Best 3 months of my sex life, no topping it so far. You ever
I don't
think that
know, man.
maybe they were just really into each other, but they didn't want to do the whole incest thing, so they needed you as a proxy?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd feel pretty weird about that.
By the way, if you were attracted to your twin, would that be, like, super narcissistic?
Yeah, like do you
I
just
asked
look at
Tanya
yourself,
that, and she says she thinks it is.
like you could just look at yourself naked and be like, "That's her," in a mirror.
Oh, man, dude. You took it to a different level right there. Okay, this next one is really fucking funny. Number 10.
Okay.
Cosplay. When I told my mom about it, she freaked out. Don't even joke about that. What that man did was awful. I'm going to pause here and ask if you know what the hell she's talking about.
Cosplay?
Yeah. You know what cosplay is, of course. It's dressing up as
Yeah.
characters and whatnot.
Costume
So
play.
she starts freaking out. Don't even joke about that. What that man did was awful. It's a strange
I don't know.
reaction, right?
Yeah, that is very specific reaction to the...
She thought cosplay meant drugging women like Cosby.
Oh, giving him the Cosby.
Yeah, like the hot Cosby.
Cosby, yeah.
Yeah.
What that man did. See, I thought she was talking about some nebulous person that
No.
she was with or
Oh,
something.
Yeah. Number 11. The most relevant answer I have is hooked up with my dealer in the bathroom of an Italian restaurant. She was bringing me my weekly supply while my family was eating a few feet away. Made it back in time for chocolate mousse. Oh, so the family's enjoying a nice Italian sausage, and his drug dealer's getting the old sausage.
Yeah. Everybody wins in this scenario, really.
It doesn't sound that bad, and then the guy does drugs afterwards.
Yeah, he wins in his own way.
I guess. Number 12, jerked off next to a duck in a park at 4 a.m. using a fake vagina I created using plastic bags, towels, and rubber bands. Okay, you know how you say that's some next level shit, some hard... No, that is like the lowest level. That is some noob shit right there.
No, that's some MacGyver shit, though, when you think
That's
about it.
No, come on. Think about how that plastic bags, towels, and rubber bands, that ain't gonna be no good. Yeah,
Who knows? Maybe the
now,
setup.
The fact that he went out of his way, I hope it's a he, went out of his way to say that he did it next to a duck
So he noticed the duck.
well, I think that's why he was jerking off.
Oh, you think so?
Dude's got a duck fetish.
It's like, yeah, you
There's
open that beak
there's a patient
wide.
that I have at my other job that likes to say fuck a duck, and I get tired of hearing it so often, so I'll start saying you just have sex with ducks all the time, don't you? You have that duck fetish. Leave those ducks alone, you know. And she laughs, you know. Number 13, got to first base with a girl, or as some people like to call it, eye contact.
Ooh, how steamy.
Who posted that? Millhouse?
Yeah, I could see him raising his eyebrows while he says it.
Number 14, me and 4 girls playing spin the bottle and then some. Had sex with 2 of the girls. Best night of my sexual life.
That's not bad. Kudos
No, not
to
bad.
all of them.
Well, I mean, I hope they were kids, because if you're playing spin the bottle as an adult, it's kind of sad.
Wait, who knows? What if you're like, you've had one too many, and you're like,
There
oh, I
are
got this bottle here.
Better games to play. I mean, come on.
Like, let's have sex game.
Yeah, that's a good game. Everybody wins. Number 15, I ate out a woman in the bathroom stall of a nightclub on New Year's Eve. First person I hooked up with after my ex of 4.5 years. We got caught and escorted outside. So because I'm a lady and I make sure she gets in a cab first, I go, I don't really want your number. To which she responds, that's fine, I have a boyfriend. Car door slams shut and she drives away. Don't even know her name.
Whew. That's a loaded relationship right there.
Imagine being the security guard that finds that.
Yeah,
And
right?
It's like, you're just like, again? Let's face it. I mean, that's probably going
This is
on.
the third
all
time
night.
this week.
Yeah. Number 16, I slept with 3 girls in one day, and 2 of them were sisters. The first sister was also a threesome with me and an ex of mine. Sadly, the sisters weren't at the same time, though. Well, no, I hope not. That would be weird.
Yeah. Plus, this dude's got some stamina.
You know, I mean, you need there's a recovery period, you know.
I know, but still, like,
Yeah,
to be able to and like time
you know, it
management.
probably happened when he was like, 17 years old, and you just like have all the sperm in the world.
Right.
You know, that's probably when it happened. Number 16, took LSD and screwed my ex in a lifeguard tower. Lightning storm in the distance, pretty damn grand. It's all been downhill from there.
Yeah, where do you go from there? Like these big flashes of lightning while it's going on, and
And you're
big sound.
stoned on LSD.
Oh my God!
It's a lifeguard tower, but aren't those big tall chairs?
What? No. Hell, I don't know.
I'm gonna Google that. You know, it would have made better if it was actually a lighthouse.
Yeah, maybe it was. That would have been cool.
No, it was a but that just would have been better. Oh, that's like one of those like buildings where they keep the supplies, those little squat things.
Oh,
Okay, well there you go. Number 17, I'm a woman. When I was a teenager, I was good friends with the preacher's daughter at the church my family attended.
oh,
Very-
baby.
We were tasked with cleaning the church on Saturdays, vacuuming and polishing the pews and whatnot. We got paid $15 each. We used the time to take shots of liquor from the communion glasses and then have lesbian sex.
Oh, yeah.
That is a religious experience if I ever heard one.
Indeed.
Number 18, had sex with a lady in her late 40s who was once an extra in Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman while my girlfriend sat on her face.
I love the reference.
Well, we didn't really need to know, like, she was an extra in some fucking show, but okay. I guess I guess it would be boring if not for that, huh?
Yeah. Well, still, it's not boring. Like just the scenario.
Yeah,
you're
but compared to
picturing
some
it.
of these other ones, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's just a threesome. Number 19, when I was 15, I would sneak out of my house at 1 in the morning every weekend and meet this girl in the park, and would usually be up out there hooking up until like 3 or 4. Kept it up for about 8 months. Still don't know if my parents ever caught on.
Oh, wow.
That's not that unusual. You're having sex. So what?
I don't know.
I
Maybe
mean, it's
some
not
people
like
just,
she was like pissing or shitting on you. I mean, come on now.
well, we don't know.
Nah, maybe they were doing that. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. I accidentally hit the wrong
Fuck a
thing.
duck.
Number 20. This last one. Had sex with a guy I met online within an hour of meeting him in person. I'm very quiet and everyone thinks I'm an uptight prude.
Wow, you're just very secretive.
Well, that guy doesn't think it.
Yeah.
That guy thinks, hey, jackpot.
Actually, this does remind me. It's not really anything crazy, but just one time after I had sex, we were doing it so loudly that afterwards the window was open and it was an apartment building and
You've told me this, but keep going.
yeah, and we heard somebody very clearly say, "Sounds like somebody was having fun."
Encore.
Yeah.
All right. This next one's specifically for you.
Oh, be still my beating heart. No, wait, keep it going.
I would hope not. I picked this out because I saw this and I was like, Jesse.
Yep.
21 very short but funny jokes.
Are they punny?
Probably.
Oh, here we go.
Number 1, I went on a once-in-a-lifetime holiday. Never again.
That's good. That's good.
You have a very strange definition of the word good. Number 2, you gotta hand it to blind prostitutes. Now that one I like.
Yeah, gotta hand it to a blind prostitute.
Well, technically you gotta hand it to any prostitute.
Really? Yeah.
Number 3, shout out to the people who want to know what the opposite of in is.
shout out.
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
that before, and it's like a joke that Mitch Hedberg would have came up with and then not done in his act.
One of like those on the spot, and then it didn't land.
Yeah, like he would have told it to his girlfriend, and she would have been like, and then he would never have said it again. Number 4, my granddad has the heart of a lion and a lifetime ban from the Edinburgh Zoo.
That's all right.
Number 5, I can't stand being in a wheelchair.
Play on words.
Number 6, what's the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but their flag is a huge plus. Such a dad joke.
I like that though.
Number 7, a Buddhist walks up to a hot dog. Oh, God. I know where this is going.
One with everything.
Yeah.
I like that. I still think it's funny.
Number 8, I'm addicted to brake fluid, but I can't stop. Or I can stop whenever I want.
I can stop whenever I want.
I fucked it up. That might have been funny had I not fucked it up. Probably not, though. Number 9, this is your captain speaking, and this is your captain shouting.
Aha.
Number 10, Velcro is a complete ripoff. Well, half the time.
Oh, my cheeks. They're sore.
Number 11. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Number 11, a plateau is the highest form of flattery. I think I appreciate that one more than I find it funny.
Oh, my God.
Number 12, Rick Astley will let you borrow any movie from his Pixar collection except one. He's never going to give you Up.
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed there.
Very disappointed. Number 13, dwarfs and midgets have very little in common.
Haha.
That's like a joke that Ben Franklin must have told.
Why Ben Franklin?
That seems like his sense of humor. Number 14, why is 6 afraid of 7?
7, 8, 9?
Now see that? No, it's a subversion. Because 7 is a registered 6 offender.
Oh, wow. That's getting a little dark there.
That's a lot worse, right?
Yeah.
Number 15, don't you hate it when people answer their own questions? I do. I've seen a variant of that on YouTube where people like, don't you hate it in the comments when people ask for likes? Like if you agree.
Like this video, thumbs up. It really helps.
No, I mean, the comments, though. There are people begging for likes in comments as if that means anything.
Yeah,
They wanna
yeah.
be I saw when they said, let's keep this at an even number of likes. And I had to reply. I was like, well, 0 is an even number.
I like that. No, I like as in I appreciate it.
I get what you mean. All right, number 16, I told my doctor that I broke my arm in 2 places. He told me to stop going to those 2 places.
That's good.
You know, I've had to say things like that to my patients, though. Like actually, like, they'll be like, it hurts when I do this, and I'm like, well, quit doing that.
I think that happened in an episode of Voyager, actually.
Like
Now that I think about it.
Yeah, you're right. It did.
It hurts when I do this, and it hurts when I do this. Well, then stop doing that!
Yeah, but it happens all the time, like, constantly. Like, oh, my arm hurts when I raise it up. And I'm like, well, keep it in your wrap. What do you want me to do?
Yeah,
Like, I could give you Tylenol. That's all I could do, you know?
yeah. Make it stop. Magic.
Well, you know what? When they get like that, like this is one patient, same person that I was talking about before.
Right.
So always complaining that she's cold. It could be 80 degrees, and I'm cold. I'm cold. It's so I'm fucking freezing. So I've been prone to saying, do you want me to light you on fire?
Whoa.
And she'll start giggling, and I'll be like, and she'll be like, no, and I'll be like, but you'll be warm for the rest of your life.
Won't be long, but...
Well, that's the point. Yeah, that's the joke.
That's the joke.
My arm hurts. Oh, gonna have to cut it off.
Then you won't have a hurt arm.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, you get them laughing, and sometimes they forget about whatever, because so many of them, like, are in constant pain due to the horrific injuries they've had, so...
Yeah.
And there's very little I could do.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times it's just about distracting them from the pain by trying to be funny. Number 17. What do you call it when Batman skips church? This is bad. Christian Bale.
All right.
Yeah, like, I get it.
I'm not even laughing at the joke. It's just, all right, moving on.
I get it.
Yeah.
I understand what the joke is.
I'm
Number
in
18.
on it.
What's orange and sounds like a parrot? a carrot.
Yeah, okay.
That's like a joke a 5-year-old would tell.
That is correct.
Yeah. Number 19, a cannibal passed his brother in the woods.
Oh, man.
It's disgusting.
Oh, that's good.
That's kind of like cannibals eating a clown. So does this taste funny to you?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Number 20, what's E.T. short for? Because he's only got little legs.
Oh, misdirection.
Finally, number 21, finally, what do you call a Frenchman in sandals?
What?
Philippe Falap.
Eh.
I thought you would actually laugh at that one.
Nah.
Because I thought it was so bad that I was like, he's going to laugh at this one.
It's just kind of boring.
I think you got fatigued halfway through that because you were laughing so hard at like the first 10 or 12.
I think that's the problem. It's just my endorphins have stopped.
Yeah, you blew out a funny fuse. Out of 21, I'm going to say 2. What do you say?
I think 19. I think there were two duds
Okay.
amongst those.
I have another story list, but this one is very tailored to you, I think.
Oh, really?
Actually, this could be tailored to Tanya as well, because Tanya is actually going back to school.
Back to school, all right.
She's going to college to get a certification for counseling, actually. But your dream is to be a teacher.
It was.
You're not doing that no more?
I can't. I no longer can because of all my medical problems.
Okay, but
Because
let's say they invent the cure for everything that you have tomorrow. You'd want to be a teacher. It is your ambition.
It would have been, yes.
Okay, but this may make you feel not so bad about that then.
Okay. Oh, teacher horror stories.
Well, not specifically teacher horror stories, but it's Redditors reveal the worst school memories.
Oh, I'm gonna like this.
So the worst
Because
things.
I have a lot of bad school memories.
Don't we all, though?
Oh.
I've read through this, and these are pretty fucking bad, though.
Let's see.
This first one is called The Accident.
Mm.
These all have Seinfeld titles, where they're like, The something.
Okay, I like that.
You know how there was, like, only one Seinfeld episode?
Male unbonding.
Yeah, that was the only one. The Accident. I had to pee, then I asked to go to the restroom. The substitute full-time teacher for another class said, "You don't have to pee, just sit down." Wow, she must be a fucking Jedi.
Yeah.
After a bit more pleading and begging, I just peed my pants. I was 8 and totally mortified. What made it worse is that the teacher told my parents that I should have spoken up earlier and accidents happen. I still think I should have peed on her desk.
That would have been justice.
I agree, what a bitch.
Yeah, that's her being a bitch.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible.
Not
I had
being a
something.
bad
I mean,
teacher, just a bitch.
I had something like that happen to me in kindergarten,
Oh.
where that exact thing happened. I mean, luckily I was only 5 at the time, so it wasn't as humiliating. But yeah, that did happen in kindergarten, and that because they were like, "No, you don't have to go to the bathroom."
You don't have to gow. It's like you're
There's a
5 years
reason
old.
my
You have the
parents-
bladder of a 5-year-old.
Yeah, there's a reason my parents took me out of that school. Let's just say that. This next one is the showers.
Oh.
When I was in middle school, 11 to 13-year-old, for those of you outside the U.S., I had to help put away the equipment after P.E. The closet was locked, and the teacher said he'd be right back. We had to take showers after P.E. because that's what you want to do when you just start puberty, is to be naked in front of 25 of your friends.
Right.
This was last period, so if you wanted to catch your bus, you didn't want to be late. So I waited and waited. The teacher never came back, so I went looking for him. He got the key. I put the equipment away and skipped the shower. I was barely dressed when the bell rang and started to leave. The teacher lays into me for not taking a shower. I explained it was his fault. That didn't go over well. He made me take a shower and oversaw the whole thing. I'm sure this is comical to young people now who could imagine their parents' outrage, but this was a different time, 1980. Parents barking orders at the school wasn't a thing yet. So after the shower, he lets me go. I missed the bus and walked home on a cold November day, all because this asshole locked a closet.
Yeah. Wow. What an asshole.
I think the absolute worst thing about that is that the guy watched him shower.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't care. It was a different time. That there's nothing about that that's not creepy.
No. And
Even if the
there's
guy,
just
even
nothing
if the
good coming
guy
from it.
wasn't like turned on by, even if it wasn't a sex, it's still creepy.
Like, why is he watching it? Even if he isn't turned on by, like,
Yeah.
why is he there?
Oh
Don't forget your pits.
god, this one's the ticket.
That's the ticket.
Couple of weeks into my freshman year, I transferred into a more advanced science class. On my first day in the new class, there was a quiz. I asked the teacher if I was exempt from the quiz since it was my first day. She said no. I did well, especially for not having been taught any of the material. Here's what bugged me. The final question on the test was, what country is ticket from? Of course, I got it wrong. The sentence doesn't even make sense. She wouldn't give me any clarification during the test, so once it was graded, I asked what in the world she meant. Turns out ticket is her pet bird, Ticket. For one, capitalize the name of your pet. Also, that's not an appropriate test question. I told the teacher I had no idea that was her bird. She said, well, now that you know I'm talking about my bird, I'll give you another chance. What country is my bird from? I was stunned that she thought I was now equipped to answer this question. I wasn't in class to hear her reveal where her bird was from. I guessed something like Chile. She says, wrong, it's Africa. Africa? That's not a country. I was so mad.
Wow.
She also arrogantly proclaimed every so often for the first few weeks if anyone spotted her making an error, they got an instant A for the year. I can't count how many times I busted her in class, but she never stuck to her word. They never do.
Of course not.
Last of all, some random girls I didn't even know told the teacher I taught the bird swear words, and I got in trouble for that. I never said a word, much less swear words, to her bird.
Oh, so she was just being a shithead to this guy.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen before. It's happened to me before because I was the only guy in the class. I was, a lot of guy jokes made fun my way by the teacher, mind you.
Like,
So
I
it
know,
wasn't
like,
very-
you start off the story, you say that you were the only guy in the whole class, and there's people out there like, yeah, and it's really like, no.
No, bad, all bad.
All bad, yeah.
It's all bad all the time.
It's like being a guest on The View. There's nothing that's going to happen that's good.
You're the only guy there. Like, well,
Yeah.
my opinion's not going to matter here.
Yeah, why am I even here, you know? This next one is the sore loser. I was in the school finals of some general knowledge quiz competition. The question I was asked was, what is the collective noun for a group of whales? Do you know it, Jesse?
I used to. What is it?
It's a pod. It's a pod of whales.
Pod. Okay.
I answered confidently, a pod. The illiterate bloody teacher had a school written on her answer card. God damn it, that's for fish.
They're for fish. Yeah.
Refused to listen when I assured her that it was indeed a pod. Her ignorance cost me the grand title, and I was practically in tears in front of the whole school at the injustice of it. Everyone then labeled me as a bad late loser. We'll never forget it. Still seethe on it from time to time. It happened in 1985.
But he was right.
You gotta
He
let
should've
that.
won.
You gotta let that go because it's gonna lead to a point where you're trying to assassinate your teacher from a book suppository,
True.
like Kathy Lee Gifford, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The double standard is the next one.
Oh. Here. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe this will pertain to me in some way. Happened before.
A teacher told... Holy Sorry about that. A teacher told me I couldn't keep a bottle of water in my locker because it could be vodka or something. I told her she could smell it and check. She said that's not my job and that I could just use the drinking fountain. I asked her if she would use the drinking fountain instead of her mug or the tap in the teacher's lounge. She wouldn't answer.
Oh, that's it.
Mm.
Oh, okay. I thought there was going to be a little more to it, but yeah.
That's dumb. That's just a teacher, like, flexing their bullshit.
I can do this and you can't.
Yeah. The Power Trip is the name of the next one, by the way.
Oh, man. I like these stories. I like this list.
A girl in 3 of my classes was allowed by the administration to have her cell phone during classes because her father was dying. I was aware of the situation since it was happening for weeks and she often had little breakdowns. One day in first period, her phone vibrates and while the teacher is talking. He disregards the fact that she's allowed to have her phone and demands that she hand it over to him. I believe he said something along the lines of, I'll read it, and if it's not your mother, then I'm keeping it for the rest of the class because it rang while I was talking. Well, the girl flips out, starts crying as soon as she sees her phone screen. She says no, she's leaving. This starts a standoff between the teacher and her. He ends up blocking the doorway while still demanding her phone. Now, that's not appropriate.
No, it's not.
His logic was that if he didn't know it was her mom texting her, then he can't let her leave. At this point, she's inconsolable, and everyone in the class is screaming at him to let her go, like, fuck your complex dude, let her go, and he's screaming back, I'm in charge here, to the point where the class made so much noise that security came in to see what was going on. Security tells the girl to just go to the office. Her dad did die that day, and she wasn't in school for a month.
Yeah.
The teacher had a leave of absence as well, and we had a sub for the rest of the year. From then on, students were not allowed special circumstances for cell phones, and teachers were not allowed to block students from leaving. The real kicker is this was intro to photography. That's the best part.
I thought you were going to keep going.
No, yeah, I am, and most students were there because they had to take a mandatory elective. But it's like this guy's like super serious about intro to photography. Like he thinks this is like
you have to know how to take pictures.
Yeah, he really thinks that this is like super important, and he has to maintain total control of these kids during a photography
Like,
course.
damn, maybe his last class was super shitty. Holy hell.
Maybe he's just a dick.
Like, if the entire class is telling the teacher to let this one girl go, which doesn't happen often or ever, let her go.
Wouldn't happen very often. This one's called The Redo. My teacher lost my finals, then made me retake them while making passive-aggressive comments about me trying to cheat. 2 weeks later, she found my original final on her desk under a pile of papers. What a bitch.
Pay attention to your children's work.
I would hope so. This one's called The Subtle Racism.
It
That even sounds like a Seinfeld episode.
does. No, it was just subtle.
Yeah.
You know.
We had this multicultural fair at my elementary school, and the faculty wanted a Japanese kid to do origami at the Japanese station. I was the only kid that knew origami. I was, and still am, Filipino. So they had me pretend to be Japanese and do the paper cranes and frogs and shit. It was just ridiculous.
But I wonder how, quote, Japanese he had to be, you know.
Even a little bit, that's fucked up. I mean,
Yeah.
even if he just had to say that he's Japanese when he's not, that's really messed up.
It's funny, though, like, that the school would say that, you know, that they would go that route.
This one's called The Slapper.
Ooh, dear.
9th grade. Was loading onto the bus in summer school. A kid sat in the seat that a girl wanted. I told him not to worry about her. She proceeds to slap the shit out of me. As she was rearing back to slap me again, I pushed her away. At that exact time, the driver gets on and sees me pushing her. We both got kicked out of summer school. I was only going so I could graduate as a junior. She fucked up my whole plan for high school.
Wow, that's terrible.
Could have kept his mouth shut, though.
Yeah, but I mean...
Just saying. You know, if this girl and some other kid are fighting over a seat, he does not really have to get involved in that.
Yeah, but someone's winding up for another slide. I don't know.
No, but she wouldn't have hit him to begin with had he not injected himself into the situation.
That's true. But I guess heat of the moment, you're not thinking.
Yeah. Well, obviously not. Damn.
I guess not.
This one's called The Victim Blamer. Last year of primary school, I was being bullied on a daily basis. One kid stabbed me between the shoulder blades with a compass. Teacher, seeing the blood through the back of my shirt, declared that I'd done it to myself, to my mother. How in the hell? Wow.
Who stabs himself so far that it goes through them and comes out the back so you can see the blood? Oh my god.
No, I think she was trying to say that he reached back with the compass and stabbed himself in the back, which would
so that the blood would show.
Yeah. Well, the blood would be, on the back of the shirt. Number. The honor code is this one. That never really said anything good, huh? 10th grade class, relatively early in the semester, but getting a 90 so far. One assignment was to make a flash animation. There wasn't really a formal submission process, and students just had to show the teacher that the assignment was done. I was the first one to finish. I showed the teacher. He said good. I moved on to do other assignments. About a week later, I got my updated class average, which dropped to 78 somehow. I talked to the teacher, who said he'd never saw my flash assignment. I argued that I was the first one done, and that he even commented on it, and my friend was sitting right next to me when I showed it to. He was basically like, nope, never saw it. Eventually got my average in that class back up to mid-80s by the end of the semester, but the fucker should have had a better submission process than just show me that it's done.
Yeah, pay attention, people. Write something. Write everything down. If someone has completed something, a check mark, anything.
Yeah, you gotta acknowledge it
Oh,
officially.
these teachers.
That's crazy.
It's so simple.
It's not that it's simple, but that there's a distinct lack of common sense in a lot of these.
These problems are avoidable.
Well, they're avoidable by people who are not thinking of... I was watching a video before, right? And, they said that a lot of the problems that we have today, you're 18 and all of a sudden you're expected to be like a full adult and you're expected to behave that way when just a few months prior you were asking for permission to go to the bathroom.
It's true.
And the guy in the video who was a parent of a kid that was going to like a more unorthodox school was saying that there was only one other situation where you see that kind of thing, and that's in prison. And it really, like, when you have that mentality of that it is like almost like a prison, you're gonna mistrust the kids automatically, and you're gonna get into these us versus them things, and shit like that happens.
Mm-hmm.
This
Kids
one's
rebel.
called The Usual Suspects.
Oh. All
I
right.
had my person and all my belongings searched on 420 simply because of who I was and I was acting lethargic. The asshole vice principal opened my bag and said it smelled like marijuana in the pocket where I kept my cologne. Sent to ISS, my home away from home, because they couldn't prove I was high, but they knew it.
That's not fair.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Like, that would have been something I would have yelled out loud. I would have said, that's not fair. I would have said it.
Yeah, but that, then they're like, oh, now you're arguing, and it just gets worse,
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not saying it would have been a good idea.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This one's called The Realization. During a math test in 7th grade, 2 girls behind me kept whispering and throwing bits of paper at me, trying to get me to move so they can copy my answers. They were getting on my nerves, and when I couldn't stand it anymore, I turned around to tell them to leave me alone. Unfortunately, I did this at the exact moment the teacher stood up to check on the class. What pisses me off today is not that I failed the test and got sent to guidance, but that the 2 girls behind me were the first ones to yell, "Ooh, he's in trouble," snickering at me as I took my walk of shame out of the classroom and telling everyone in the school that I was caught cheating.
Oh,
This was the day that I learned the world is unfair.
Oh, this shit is making me mad.
Well, I guess it's having the intended effect, right?
Yes.
This one's called The Bully.
These are also
pretty cut and dry.
These are all reminding me of some good stories for later.
Perhaps one day we'll do like a thing where you tell some of these stories, not list credits, but something just to do that.
They're all bad.
or you know what? You could always tell them on your channel too.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know more people will hear it if you do it here, but I'm saying, to grow your channel.
Right. Wink. All right.
Okay. So The Bully. In the second grade, our class was walking in a single file line outside for recess. It had rained and was muddy and slick. The class bully, a heavy-set mean girl, was walking ahead of me. She slipped in the mud and fell on her ass. She jumped up and immediately pointed her finger at me. That bitch said I pushed her. I got detention for a few days and had to spend the recess with my head down on a desk in the teacher's office. I swore I didn't do it, and no one believed me. Wow, that was like 1989 or 1990, and yeah, still pisses me off.
Man, oh man, it's so not fair because at that around that time, that age,
yeah,
you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Oh, pretty much. And you know what's crazy? Like, the girl may have been a bully and whatnot, but there is a possibility that she really did think that the girl pushed her.
That's true. Maybe
she may have really thought that. You know what I mean?
Maybe somebody else did. Who knows?
Yeah,
right?
You never know. That like it could there could be more to that. The advice. This is the last one.
Okay.
Was talking to the guidance counselor about how it was ridiculous to me that a single missed assignment would drop my grade by 20 to 30 points regardless of its importance. She said, this is going to really make you angry, by the way. I just want to warn you.
All right.
She said, just because something is wrong doesn't mean you should try to change it.
What?
Can you imagine the state of... Hold on. Can you imagine the state of the world if that was put into practice?
We'd be in the Dark Ages still.
We wouldn't have even gotten that far.
Not even the Bronze Age.
No. We wouldn't have gotten that far. Because if somebody would have said, hey, we have metal, why are we still hitting each other with rocks? And it'd be like, stop being a nerd, Jeffrey.
Yeah, don't be such a nerdlinger.
Yeah, and you know, that's terrible. Why the fuck would a guidance counselor give that type of advice to a freshman in high school?
Well,
Exactly my thoughts.
at least the freshman was wiser beyond his years, you know?
Or
You
the
can smell-
guidance counselor was dumber beyond their years.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, despite guidance counselors, sometimes you can still smell the bullshit.
Holy shiitake mushrooms. Well, out of, I don't know how many, so let's give it, it's a school list, give it a letter grade. I'm going to say A.
I'm giving it an A+. I felt something through that whole experience just now.
Yeah, anger.
Oh.
All right, now this next
And
one. Okay.
it actually helped jog some interesting memories that I could bring up eventually.
Oh, well, there you go. I'm going to take it in the complete opposite direction now.
Okay.
We're going to go for trashy tweets.
Yeah, all
This is
right.
from Ranker.com. And how many are there? 27 of the trashiest tweets ever posted on Twitter.
Now, what is, like, trashy? Like, Susie is a bitch or something like that.
I don't think that would even register on this at all, to be honest.
I don't know what they're going for.
I have
Let's
only
see.
looked at the first one on here.
Yeah?
So here we go. This is from @XGFang. If you tell me to go deeper and my pelvis already touching you, you just rude as hell. You know good and well I done run out of dick.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
okay, true, but we don't need to share that with the world.
Okay, I see what they're... Oh,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I don't think you needed to tell us that in 140 characters.
No, did not. A lot of this is redacted, so I'm just going to read them instead of reading the names because they X'd out a lot of the names.
Okay.
Number 2. He may have come out your vagina, woman, but now he comes in mine. I call the shots now, not you.
Wrecked.
I would dare this bitch to say that to some poor fool's mother.
Yeah, say that. Say that to my face, literally. You know.
You know, that's terrible, dude.
That is so bad.
All right. So this was with a twit pic of a woman showing off her baby bump. She looks like she's about 5 or 6 months pregnant.
Oh, she's along. Okay.
My little redacted is growing so fast, stretching me all out, just like his daddy. Winky face.
Oh no.
Could have
Gross.
Could have gone without that last bit, right?
Yeah, you could have just kept it, all
Stretching me all
motherly. like-
out would have been the last part of it. You know, or
Oh,
even,
wait
you
till-
don't even need that. Just growing so fast would have been fine.
Yeah.
All right. I only have, as number 4, I only have sex at night because the sperm is asleep, which means I won't get pregnant and makes me a virgin. #smart.
I'm double face palming. Oh my god.
How does that make you a virgin? I mean,
Well, it's asleep, so it doesn't count.
wow. The dick ain't asleep.
Yeah.
All
Dick is hard at work.
right. This is number 5. Finally gonna be a mom. Let's see who can guess who the father is, because I really don't know. LOL.
Okay, that is trash. That is trash.
I better call Maury Povich on that shit.
You are not the father. Do a dance. Do a dance. Do the guile music.
Goes with everything. Alright, number 6. While you hoes sleeping, I was taking dicks, all in capital, like a thief in the night. I made $1,680 while you were drooling on your pillows. #good morning. And there's a twit pic of a giant wad of money in her glove box.
Wow.
I gotta say, as trashy as that is, I am fond of the phrase taking dicks like a thief in the night. That is very funny.
I like the allusion to Jesus, like a thief in the night.
Oh, God. It's like Trap Jesus from the movie, what was that called? Shit.
Eh?
What was that fucking movie on fucking Cartoon Network called? Shit.
A movie.
It was a... Oh, God. It was on Adult Swim. I suddenly can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Freaknik the musical.
Freaknik the musical.
It was
Okay.
a cartoon hip-hop musical.
Maybe I should invest in this.
It was pretty funny.
Okay.
Okay, this is Okay. This person posts a list, so we're getting a little listception here. They post a picture of this list, 10 things that girls want. I'm just going to read it very quick. Good morning/night text, cuddling while watching Netflix, hugs from behind, pictures taken together, kisses, lots of them, a cute stuffed toy to hug, deep long conversations, a hoodie with his scent all over it, surprises even little ones, and telling her how much you love her. And this person's reply to all this is, yeah, I'll just stick to fucking random sluts in the butt.
Damn, man.
To be fair, while there are many women who do want many or maybe even all the things on that list, there are many women out there who just want it in the butt. So
Yeah,
there you go.
You know,
He's
different strokes.
Performing a very important service.
Got to fill that void.
All right. My mom swears she was a sneaky-ass parent for finding one empty beer case in my room. Meanwhile, and they show this open drawer that is just full of various liquor bottles that are all empty.
I've experienced this and yet never drank a drop of it.
Oh.
Yeah, when an ex of mine cleared out, I found many liquor bottles everywhere.
Oh, okay.
It was depressing. Let's move on!
I'm trying to figure out where the next page thing is, because I see a next list, but I don't think that would be it. Especially since I just clicked it and it did nothing. It only goes up to number 8, but there's supposed to be 27 of them. Hold on, let me change the list options, because... Oh, you know what? Let me try reload the whole page, because none of these links are working.
I was gonna say, maybe you gotta like click past an ad, because sometimes you go to a page that's a whole ad.
No, none of the links are doing shit.
Damn.
Comments, embed, share, next list... Alright. Come on now with this shit. Really? Hold on a second, let me... I know there's more to it. Okay, wait. I might have figured something out here.
Come on, internet.
I think this website is like dying on me here. This
Don't
website
die.
is just not like. Ooh. It ain't going well here, man. I'm getting the little loading circle, you know.
I'm still looking at a picture of this guy's head coming out of the...
Oh, that thing still?
Coming out of the street, yeah.
That's fucked up. Alright, let me... Oh, God. Maybe I can find this list posted somewhere else, because... we were in the middle of it, and the fucking website, like, broke on me.
Just did not approve of this list, apparently.
I'm gonna try to maybe get it through Google Cache.
Google Cache.
You know, you get old versions of things.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, it's still doing the same thing, the circle thing. Oh, somebody made a YouTube video out of it.
What? Okay.
Okay, yeah, they put all the pictures on a YouTube thing.
Oh.
All right, well, these are no longer numbered because it starts with the taking dicks like a thief in the night thing.
Yeah, alright.
But, alright. Okay, this one says, Rosetta Stone did not sit on dat bus for you gays to be asking for equal rights.
Alright, that's a bit of a loaded statement there.
Rosetta Stone?
Yeah, I don't know where they were going. Well,
I think they were going for Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks.
How do you go from
yeah.
Rosa Parks to Rosetta Stone?
Some weird-ass
And by the way,
autocorrect.
sit on dat, but how would you think dat is spelled?
D-A-T?
Actually, it's D-H-A-T, according to this person.
Dat.
She did not sit on dat bus for you gays to be asking for What a horrible person.
Yeah, that's just me being mean. This is how to be mean.
Okay, that's I don't know who the father is one. That's the vagina one.
The vagina one.
That's the go deeper one.
Can't go any deeper. No more.
Okay, this chick posts a picture of herself, a selfie, and it says, follow me on Twitter, except there is no W in Twitter. She has substituted her camel toe as the W.
Oh, that's gross. That's kind of gross.
And I'm not talking about a little bit of camel toe. I'm talking like full-on moose knuckle.
Moose knuckle, I was going to say.
Okay, then there's the pregnant one. There's the sperm is asleep one. There's the butt-fucking one. Okay, this next one says, just fucked Kim so hard.
Oh.
That almost sounds
Was it...
disappointing, doesn't it?
I was gonna say, was that Yeezy?
What?
Was that fuck, what's his name?
That's
Kim Kardashian's husband?
Yeah, that's Kanye West posted that.
Yeezy.
Are they calling him Yeezy?
Yeah.
Okay, I just always heard him called Kanye. Well,
Yeah.
that is him. I mean, it's got a little check mark next to it, so.
Confirmed.
Everyone needs to shut the fuck up because my dad got me pregnant doesn't mean he don't love me, you hood rat motherfuckers.
Oh my god, who's the hood rat?
I think if your dad got you pregnant, that definitely means he don't love you, because that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's a whole
just
pile
terrible.
of wrong.
My sister twerking on her baby daddy grave. And the picture is exactly what I just said it is.
A girl twerking on her, oh my god, on
Don't
her
even say baby
lover's,
daddy. Yeah.
I was gonna say lover's grave. I would not say baby
Maybe
daddy.
he wanted that. I don't know.
Written in the will.
Yeah, right. There's the empty beer bottle one. Also, you can't snort marijuana, apparently. Why would you try?
Yeah, it'd be super dry.
I don't know, man.
You can't snort marijuana.
I think that's the last one. All right, so out of 27, it doesn't seem like there was really 27 of them, but the list like
No.
fucking broke down on me. You know, it just like it wasn't working anymore.
The internet just had enough of it.
Wait a minute. I think I got it to load as a slideshow. Let me just run through these and make sure we haven't missed any. Okay, there's the camel toe one. The dad got her pregnant, twerking, Rosetta Stone, snorting marijuana,
So much
Kanye
wrong.
West. Oh, okay. Here's one with this girl posting, wake up in the morning like, where are my pants? And it's like obviously a stage photo that she could show her butt off.
Oh, where are my pants?
This one says, I want to have sex in Paris on top of the Eiffel Tower.
Like EYEFOLD?
I-F-O-L-D.
Oh, jeez.
That's even worse, right?
Eiffel Tower. That's how you
Okay.
say it, right?
The text on this one just says, the place I got pregnant. And the picture is this girl who looks pregnant. She's standing in what looks like a crack house.
Oh, no!
Yeah. Oh, not very good.
Just like a hole
number
in the
number
ground.
18 shows this girl in what is very obviously a doctor's office, showing off the booty in a selfie. It says, "About to get this abortion done, doe."
That's hot.
I have no words.
Fuck, man. Come on.
When your child support check late, so you can't go to the club.
Okay, that is like trash definition,
That is
man.
terrible. That is garbage, right? That is worse. That is fucking toxic waste people right there.
Yes. Forget garbage person.
toxic.
That is toxic waste. You are right.
Number 20 shows this girl in the sky and they're kissing.
Yeah.
Guy looks a little bit like you.
Hey.
Well, if you gained 100 pounds, you would look like this guy.
Hey.
My brother has the softest lips. I love him.
Wow. You had to do that.
I'm sorry that he just happens to look a little bit like you. I mean, I'm sure that if you had a sister, you wouldn't be kissing her and putting pictures on Twitter. I mean,
No, I'll be punching her in the arm like a good brother does.
doing cocaine in the bathrooms up at your local venues. Classy lady.
Yeah.
I think she's trying to say IDK, but she put an E in there.
I don't know.
I deck Y, but ice cream puts me in some kind of mood. Gotta be horny as F and wanted to suck that D. LMFAO, baby daddy, where you at?
Ice cream gets her horny.
She's got 2
What
retweets on that shit.
Wants to suck a dick.
She got 2 retweets, though. 6th grade isn't just a school year. It's the beginning of womanhood. And this entire thing, by the way, has all these emojis in it. Periods, sex, drugs, drinking, friends, foes, and love. What the fuck kind of school you going to, bitch?
6th grade. 6th.
I mean,
Holy hell. Kids these days. Rabble, rabble.
it's 420. This little nigga gon' get high today. And it shows somebody who is apparently about to tip a moderately large amount of marijuana into a baby's mouth.
What? That better be a staged shot. Even still, what are you doing?
Don't do that. I'm all for people who want to smoke it, you know, adults, that is.
Right?
But
Yes.
come on. So proud of my weight loss. It's W-A-I-T, by the way. And a
Of
fat
course.
ass dough.
Okay.
You know what this chick did?
What?
She photoshopped her waist smaller.
Oh, no. You can tell?
Well, in the first picture, the background's all distorted from it.
Oh, no.
And in the second picture, you can see her shadow is just a big fat chick.
Oh, no.
Lazy photoshopping is the best
Still
Photoshop.
got a fat ass, though.
Number 26, but wait, there's more. Billy Mays' voice, and it just shows, like, tons and tons of empty beer cases. Not cans, but cases of beer.
Oh, man, that sucks.
Number 27.
I thought it was going to be like a table of cocaine. But
Yeah.
wait, there's more!
Oh, this one's terrible. I'm sad about this next one.
Oh.
This woman looks like she's honestly, about 7 to 8 months pregnant.
Oh, wow, she's almost ready.
After the abortion, I'm gonna be on the twerk team, lol.
No, wait.
You can't
You
get
know,
it
like-
that late, nor should you.
I don't think you're allowed.
Not in most civilized countries.
Yeah, because things almost
I mean, this
ready
girl,
to pop.
this girl looks like she could have the baby, like, right after the picture was taken.
Oh,
It's terrible.
maybe she ate a lot of Taco Bell, too? I don't know.
And she really wants to twerk, though. That
Well-
was number 27. Out of 27,
Oh.
these are pretty fucking trashy, huh?
Yeah, there were a couple that were just like, eh.
Yeah, but
So-
some of them took it to a level that you didn't expect.
Yeah.
Like that last one.
Yeah,
I will give it a 25.
That's what I was going to give it, too.
We seem to be on a
Some-
page here.
Yeah, some superseded expectations.
Yes, that made up for the ones that were like, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go once again opposite direction, because
It's opposite day.
I triggered you.
Don't use that word, sir.
You were triggered, and then I was triggered with that last list.
Fuck is my safe space. Ah!
So now we're just gonna have some like cute things the kids have said to sort of bring the mood back.
Don't say kids say the darndest things.
Well, it's 26 hilarious things that little kids actually said.
Okay, good. This is a palate cleanser.
That's exactly what it is. Looking thoughtful as she munches her garlic toast, gasps as she makes a startling realization. Guys, my favorite color is bread.
Aw, come on.
Adorable.
Cute.
Goodwill is wearing me out. You always giving him all my stuff.
No,
That's funny.
goodwill.
How long will it take for the new baby to grow arms? Wrapped up in a little like burrito blanket there.
Yeah. Where are the arms? How long do they take?
Mommy, you smell like wine. Oh, probably your fault, kid.
My mom used to work at a winery. I think she just like, I don't know, she didn't like make it or anything. It's like just stocked it around or
There's a
something.
lot of things to do in a place like that.
And so she would always smell like wine when she came out, and I didn't like the smell of wine because it was so just abrasive compared to, cotton candy and all the other stuff I used to smell
Well,
as a
when you're a
kid.
kid, yeah.
So I would wait.
When I was a kid, I thought it smelled like medicine.
It kind of does, like especially cherry medicine,
Yeah.
which I like cherry medicine now.
Yeah. I drew a picture of a monster, but it kind of looks like Daddy.
Oh, what's that say? analyze that one.
Picture of the dad next to the drawing, and the dad just looks very distressed. He just looks like he's not pleased with the situation. You're like, what is this? What does my kid think of me? You know. Okay, the mom says, I can't think of it off the top of my head, and Avery, age 6, says, well, use the bottom of your head then.
Oh,
That's a smart ass right there. I approve.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I should say this first and then tell you what the kid's trying to do. I think I should do that, actually.
Okay.
Shit a moose, can you have a mango?
You got to tell me some context.
Now
here,
I
man.
will. I thought about saying the context first, but I figured it's funnier not to.
Shit a moose, shit a moose.
Shit a moose, can you have a mango? Millie, age 3, not quite getting the words of Bohemian Rhapsody right.
Shit a moose,
can you have a mango? These ones are guinea pigs, and these are hipsters.
What?
He might have meant hamsters.
Well, is there really a difference?
Ooh. I have a lot of things in my head that I want to wonder about.
Oh, you
That's
just want to
adorable.
eat them up.
Okay. This is Horny. She's my pet unicorn.
Yeah, you know.
You know, like, part of you wants to tell the kid, no, don't name it that. But then part of you is like, you don't really want to explain. Because, you know, the kid's 3, you know, the first, why?
Yeah, why?
Why?
Well, and I mean,
And who
in
wants
the
to have
end,
that
there's-
discussion with a 3-year-old?
it is pretty literal. Like,
Yeah.
the head of unicorn is horned.
I have a Rhyhorn name that in Pokemon Go. So.
Horny.
Yeah.
And in the Willy Beamish
Actually,
game,
he's
there's a frog
guy,
named Horny.
Horny guy. Oh yeah, the frog named Horny. That's right.
Eh.
Horny too. I want to listen to that Hamburger in Hawaii song. Can you guess what song he's talking about?
No, hamburger in Hawaii?
It's Cheeseburger in Paradise. So close yet so far, right?
Yeah,
There used to be a restaurant about a half hour away from here called Cheeseburger in Paradise, and it was actually owned by Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, get out of here! Really? Would he hang around, or was it just owned by him?
It was his. He owned it. Like apparently it was somewhat of a small chain. There were something like 8 or 9 of them. And that we had one. I ate there a few times. They were mostly known for their bar, which is not surprising.
Yeah. Pina coladas all day.
FYI, I don't know what FYI means. That works on a few levels.
Yeah, he didn't know that he knew.
Gee, I guess the cloud really had to go to the bathroom. Oh, that's great.
Kids are cool.
A beaver. Just saw a beaver.
A beaver?
Beaver, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I wear a bear costume at your wedding as I'm the ring bear?
Oh, yes, do it.
At that point, you have to say yes.
Yes.
If you don't let the kid wear the bear costume, then you failed as a parent.
It'd be better if the bear costume was wearing a suit.
Yeah. Can we see if Daddy's iPad has enough apple juice?
That's crazy because it kind of works.
Yeah, more accurate than she realizes while waiting for an iPad to charge.
Yes.
Hello there, duck friends. It's me, Vera the human. This is my human brother, Cannon. Now, I know you're shy, but would you please tell me your names? That came out of a 4-year-old's mouth. I love it.
Yeah, so good.
Mom, could you buy me those tiny umbrellas for my drinks for the summer? Life is too short to not be fancy.
Hey.
I don't believe for a
knows
second
what's up.
I don't believe for a second a 5-year-old said that. The parent came up with that and posted on Facebook or some shit to make it sound like their kid's awesome. Life's too short
right.
to not be fancy, really? Come on. That's a
I don't
mom
know.
thing to say, don't you think?
Maybe. I don't know.
Mom, can you take me to the bathroom for poop's sake?
I can believe that
Well,
one.
yeah, that one I believe.
For poop's sake.
Okay.
I'm poopy.
This one starts with the mom. You're not listening today. That's because I'm going to listen tomorrow.
I'm saving it up.
The kid's got schedules. What can I say?
If there was a YouTube video, the glasses would come down and it would say Thug Life afterwards.
Oh, absolutely. Doom, 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 doom. I love vegetables. Well, what's your favorite vegetable? A donut.
Of course it is.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she's in California eating one of them kale donuts or some shit.
Kale don't... Well, I don't know. I can't knock it till I try it.
I can. That's awful.
Well, never know. What if it tastes like a donut?
Okay. After listening to Adele's song Hello, Nora Sage, age 4, says, I need to go over to her house and ask her what she did that made him sad. I think we all kind of want to do that.
Yeah.
Mom, I can't even hear you. Can you talk in capital letters?
That's the internet age right there,
Right,
man.
yeah, that kid was born into it.
Yeah.
You know, some people are all about fighting, but not me. I'm more of a fluffy clouds and hugs type of person.
Aww.
Adorable.
Aww.
But I don't want to grow a mustache.
Well, start shaving.
At 4, I don't think you have to worry about it.
Yeah, you got a while.
Unless there's something going on. You know.
Lycanthropy?
Like what?
Lycanthropy?
Well, I was thinking more like hormonal problems, but okay.
Oh.
Lycanthropy would be way more extreme, I think.
Yeah.
The mailman hardly ever brings us mail. Do you think he's dead?
Wow. Going a bit far already,
It
kid.
got dark, yeah. That was the last one, too.
Ooh.
Some of these might be fake. One of them definitely is, but a lot of them are believable, and they're adorable, and that definitely cleansed my palate after all the unfairness and abortions and all that shit.
Unfairness and abortions.
That should be a Zombie Sneak Attack album right there.
There you go.
What do you say out of 26?
Out of 26, I'll go 25 because after you mentioned that fancy thing, now I can't help but keep running it over my head.
That is fake, right? There's no doubt.
I don't know for sure.
Faker
though.
than McJuggernuggets, dude.
Oh, shade thrown, shots fired.
Well, he's back at it.
He is.
Yeah, back at the fakeness.
Back at it again.
Yeah, I talk about it on the Potato Cast, but I'm gonna give it a 22.
Okay.
This one's from Warp Speed. Facts that seem fake, but are true.
According to who?
I have no idea.
Yeah, okay. Let's see.
Okay. The electric chair was invented by a dentist.
Huh.
That doesn't
that
seems to make sense, actually.
It sounds plausible.
It seems, not only does it seem plausible, but there's like a bizarre logic there.
How so?
That, you know, everybody's afraid of the dentist, and...
Oh, of course the dentist invented it.
So dentists are kind of viewed in this, like, very negative light that, you know, that they're, like, torturers and shit. But there is a bit of a backstory if you want. Both the dentist and inventor, Alfred P. Southwick, who lived in Buffalo, New York, was inspired to invent a more humane form of euthanasia specifically for stray dogs after the increasing frequency of deaths caused by electrocution shortly before the turn of the century. This form of electric execution went into effect in New York State on January 1st, 1889, and the first person killed in this way was William Kemmler on August 6th, 1890. Didn't take them very long. Southwick reportedly said of the event, "There is a accumulation of 10 years' work and study. We live in a higher civilization from this day."
Yeah. Just wait.
Yeah, well. All right. A woman, and this is the next one, a woman named Elvita Adams tried to commit suicide by jumping off the Empire State Building. That seems like a pretty sure shot, right?
I say so.
But a strong gust of wind blew her into the floor below, and she survived and got a fractured hip.
I could see that happening because you get that high up, the winds get pretty crazy.
As a matter of fact, the buildings that are that tall are actually designed to kind of sway the wind.
Yeah, I was told that, and when I lived on the 30th floor once, you could kind of tell.
My mom had a job in the Empire State Building at one point, and she was
Cool.
up something like 98th floor or some shit. And she said, yeah, you could feel the building sway, you know. An extremely similar situation happened to a man in April 2013. Security guards were able to get to him after he landed on the 85th floor with minor injuries.
Wait, how many floors is the Empire State Building?
I want to say just over 100.
I'm asking like you exactly know, but you never know.
I'm going to look into it because I don't know exactly. I know it's over, I believe it is in the triple digits, but I don't know how many. 102, I just found it.
Holy smokes,
So
that's so tall.
he still fell 17 stories.
So that's going to hurt.
Well, I mean, so minor injuries is something that, you know, that's luck.
Mm-hmm, but
Or-
like the gust of
Or
wind probably
unluck,
did.
depending on what you think, because he was trying to die.
Yeah, it's like I can't even do that right. Ooh.
Yeah. One guy from Australia died, came back to life, then won the lottery.
Get out of here. Yeah, that sounds far-fetched.
Afterwards, a TV station wanted him to reenact scratching off the ticket, and coincidentally, he won the lottery again from the ticket he scratched in the reenactment.
No way. That does.
Okay,
that's
now
starting to sound pretty fake.
there is a source article on this that I have to go to simply because I want to know more about the dying part of it.
Yes.
That he died and came back to life. Let's see. He was crushed in a truck accident, suffered a fatal heart attack, dead for more than 14 minutes, and was revived. Spent 12 days in a coma. His family was actually advising to pull the plug on him.
Whoa.
And then he came back and he was more or less fine. Proposed to his girlfriend. She said yes. Won the lottery twice. So he got a good streak there.
He didn't get a whole new lease on life. He bought the whole damn thing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they didn't even mention in the list that he, you know, like he got married too.
Yeah, talk about a turnaround. That's a second shot at life, literally.
Yeah, definitely. 10th President of America, John Tyler, still having grandsons alive in 2015. He was born in 1790.
That's not possible.
It is. People can have children way later in life than you would think.
Yeah,
Especially,
well, I guess.
especially men who marry much younger women when they're older.
I guess so.
Like I know that like for women to have babies, that usually that expires way earlier than men's ability to get women pregnant. I mean, Tony Randall was 79, married a 23-year-old model, knocked her ass up. So
Yeah.
so then if
Sperm
you
is
think of
pretty
that
potent.
happening for 2 generations, it is possible.
Sperm itself is pretty potent.
Yeah, there you go.
But what? It's just you hear it, and you can't believe it.
The stuffing between the wafers and Kit Kats is made from other crushed up Kit Kats.
Oh, Kit Katception, is that real?
It is real.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kit Katception.
By the way,
Wait, so
did
how
you know
did it...
that this is an unrelated thing, but it is in here. Time magazine named the Kit Kat bar the most influential candy bar of all time. I wonder what... First of all, who's coming up with a list of influential candy bars?
What did it influence? Like, what are we talking about here?
And really, is it that? That's the number one? I mean, I like Kit Kat bars, don't get me wrong.
And that Give Me a Break campaign was pretty catchy. Give me a break.
Give me
You
a
know.
break. Yeah. Dexter Holland, do you know who he is?
Lead singer of The Offspring?
Of course you do, because you're a big punk rock guy.
Yes.
He has a PhD in molecular biology and has published research on HIV and is a certified flight instructor.
I've actually read that thing on HIV.
He has a lot of things going for him, huh?
Yeah. He's a not very good singer live, I'll tell you that, though.
Yeah, but he's got a lot of other shit going on, so it's all right.
If his popular punk band, well, once popular punk band doesn't really cut it out, he's got backups.
They were kind of a flash in the pan, to be honest.
I still like them.
The same person survived the sinkings of 2 Olympic-class ocean liners, Titanic and Britannic, and was also on the Olympic when it crashed into another ship.
I heard about this.
This may be the opposite of the person with the best luck.
Yeah.
Violet Jessup survived 3 nautical disasters of the cursed sister ships, earning herself the nickname Miss Unsinkable. Even after these near-death experiences, Jessup returned to work for the White Star Line, among other ocean passenger lines, before dying of congestive heart failure in 1971 at the age of 83. She was featured in the movie Titanic as the stewardess Lucy.
Yeah, so forget Molly Brown. This is the true unsinkable lady.
Molly Brown.
Yeah.
Okay. Bristol, Tennessee is closer to Canada than it is to Memphis, Tennessee.
Huh. How?
What? How is that a thing?
Yeah.
Not only is it true, but it's nearly 100 miles closer. Well,
How is that?
Tennessee is a long, thin state, so, and it's kind of a parallelogram kind of shape.
Oh, okay.
So maybe like they're at the complete opposites, and that Bristol is on the northern side too, and it's closer to Canada.
Cool.
That's crazy. I never would have thought of that.
Huh. That's neat.
The average cumulus cloud weighs 1.1 million pounds.
And that's just like the average. I wonder how much a rain cloud weighs.
Well, probably a lot more. I mean, you don't think of clouds as really weighing much at all because they're literally floating up in the sky, but yet you think about it, it's a lot of water vapor.
Yeah,
It
they
does
look so fluffy and
there's
innocent.
weight to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
How do they stay up there, man?
When my wife crushed me by informing me it was in fact sherbet, it's actually sherbet, not sherbet, I immediately went to the grocery store where I was dumbfounded to find out she was correct. This was over 10 years ago, and I'm still pissed off.
Sherbet.
So we've been calling it sherbet this whole time, and it's actually sherbet. There's no second R.
Or sorbet.
Well, that's something different, though. Wait, I'm going to Google sherbet and see if it corrects me.
Sherbet.
Okay, it brings up Wiki. Okay, well, according to Wikipedia, sherbet and sherbet are two different things.
Oh, really?
But it depends on, it says, in the United States, sherbet and sherbet, which is sorbet, are different products. For Americans, sherbet typically designates a fruity flavored frozen dairy product with a butter fat content between 1 and 2%. Sorbet, on the other hand, is considered by Americans to be a fruity frozen product with no dairy content, similar to Italian ice. Sherbet in the United States, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's a different terminology depending on where you live.
I wonder what it is here in Canada, if it is different at all.
They mention America, British, English, French, and Asian terminologies, but nothing about Canada. Okay, well, the part number for a Toyota Prius oil wrench is AssToy640. Saw it in the YouTube comments for some car video, and it blew me away.
ASSTOY.
Yeah. Similarly, there was a class offered at my high school, Analysis and Functions, that was abbreviated to Anal Fun on students' schedules. I was scheduled for anal fun at third period.
Ooh, oh man, that's too good.
Couldn't they have, stopped that before it went out and been like, do you realize that we will never hear the end of this, that this is just, forget it, man, that's crazy.
What if the teachers were like, let's do this, this is awesome, yeah!
Yeah. But can you imagine, you show up and you're snickering and everything, but you know it's not really anal fun, and then the teacher comes in and, strips down, is like, all right, let's get down to it.
Yeah, well, you read the itinerary.
Yeah. Pound Town is a real place in Wisconsin.
A lot of people want to go there, man.
Many people have bought tickets to go to Pound Town. These weren't numbered. I don't know how many there were. We'll give it a letter grade. What do you say, man?
Man, I give it an A+. That was interesting.
I will give it an A+ as well. That Pound Town. Which one blew you away the most? For me, it was the Tennessee thing.
I think finding out about the Kit Kat, the smaller Kit Kat thing.
What? The chocolate that wedges them together is crushed up Kit Kats?
How did they make the first ones then?
Well, I don't know, man. That's man, when you put it that way,
mind blown.
That's a whole other thing. Okay, let's get one more done here.
Okay.
One more. This is from IGN.
All
and
right.
is the top 25 guest appearances on The Simpsons.
Oh, wow. Well, do you got any guesses what the top ones will be?
Well,
Like
unfortunately, it starts at number 1, so I see it.
Wow.
So I'll ask you, what do you think was the greatest guest appearance on The Simpsons?
They'll probably say Michael Jackson.
Well, that's a good one. All right, starting at number 25.
Okay.
Glenn Close as Mona Simpson.
Oh.
I think a lot of people didn't even realize that was Glenn Close.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
She only played Mona in 2 episodes. The ones after that, which wasn't very many, it was actually Tress McNally.
Doing what she does.
Number 24, Aerosmith as themselves.
Hello, St. Louis.
I think it's
Springfield.
Number 23, bunch of them all at once. Peter Frampton, The Smashing Pumpkins, Cypress Hill, and Sonic Youth as themselves.
Yeah.
All in one episode.
Homer Simpson smiling nicely
one
or
of
something.
you, possibly while high, ordered the London Harmonic Symphony. Cypress Hill, I'm looking in your direction. Yeah, we did that.
Mhm.
Do you guys know Insane in the Membrane? Well, we normally only play classical music, but we'll give it a whirl.
It was good.
Number 22, Tito Puente as himself.
Oh, Who Shot Mr. Burns?
Mr. Burns, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Lisa was the only one who knew who Tito Puente was.
No, a bunch of them actually said his name when he first popped in.
I know, but it's like, like he's a pretty obscure celebrity.
Yeah.
Number 21, James Taylor as himself.
I actually like
Mr. Taylor, as much as we'd like to listen to your music, we have a situation here. Now look, I came all the way down here and I'll play this song. So they're like floating around in the ants and the potato
space,
chips.
yeah.
He's like, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. Number 20, Ted Danson as Sam, Woody Harrelson as Woody, Rhea Perlman as Carla, George Wendell as Norm, and John Ratzenberger as Cliff. When they did the
Cheers.
entire Cheers thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 19, Mel Gibson as himself. And that, by the way, that episode was called Beyond Blunderdome.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Number 18, Spinal Tap as themselves.
What episode was that in?
Bart he snuck out to go to a Spinal Tap concert,
Mm-hmm.
and something bad happened. Him and Milhouse went, and...
There was only like a half inflated.
Oh, no, you know what it
devil.
was? No. I remember what it was. They didn't sneak out. They were dropped off. Homer picked up Bart, forgot to pick up Milhouse. So he was like literally like stranded there.
Okay.
Because Milhouse is not a meme. Number
Don't
17. Bunch of people all at once. Roger Clemens, Wade Boggs, Ken Griffey Jr., Steve Sachs, Ozzie Smith, Jose Canseco, Don Mattingly, Darryl Strawberry, and Mike Sissosa. All playing themselves. I know it's Sosha, just it's spelled weird. I think we remember the song more than anything, Ken Griffey's grotesquely swollen jaw. Steve Sachs had his running with the law. Yeah. Number 16, Stephen Hawking as himself. That was a few episodes. What's crazy is that they get Stephen Hawking and then they don't just get, like, the thing that makes Stephen Hawking's voice.
Like he comes in.
Yeah, like I think they must have him, like, write his own dialogue or something, because otherwise, like, why wouldn't you just say this is Stephen Hawking and have, like, the robot voice do that?
I don't know, because maybe just knowing that it's the genuine deal coming in.
Yeah, but
there's just something
it's an
about
animated
it.
show. I guess that's cool. And I mean, I don't know, like he was on Star Trek: The Next Generation, so
Yeah, but that was really him. Yeah.
that was him, in the flesh, so to speak. Number 15, the Ramones as themselves. Have the Rolling Stones killed? But sir, those aren't. You heard what I said.
Yes.
You suck, old man. Oh. Number 14, Johnny Cash as the Space Coyote. When he ate the insanity.
find your soulmate.
Yeah, he ate the insanity. What should I do? Should I get rid of all my worldly possessions? I have many things. You should get more. You don't even have a computer. Number 13,
Yeah.
Elizabeth Taylor as Maggie Simpson.
She said
Daddy?
daddy?
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
I didn't know
Elizabeth.
that was her.
As a matter of fact, every single time that Maggie spoke was Elizabeth Taylor.
Oh,
Every single
Okay.
time. Which is why she doesn't say. She said daddy and daddly doodly, and then there was like one other thing, I think.
oh yeah, daddly doodly.
Daddly doodly. Number 12, Ron Howard as himself. He's been in a couple episodes, actually.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I kind of remember his appearance, but
I remember he
I
was
don't
in that
remember
one
what-
episode where it also had Kim Basinger and her husband, one of the Baldwins, and Homer was like annoying them.
wasn't there some other time where he was like it was like a Happy Days thing?
Yeah, they've he's been on a
Yeah.
couple of times.
Yeah,
Why do I keep losing my spot here? Number 11, Leonard Nimoy as himself.
Oh yeah, that was
Monorail.
the monorail.
Monorail. Actually, he's been on there a bunch of times. But
That's the one a lot of people remember.
But also in that same episode, you had George Harrison,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and Paul McCartney. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oh, that's the next one. Number 10. Basically,
Alright.
the three surviving Beatles at the time: George Harrison, Ringo Starr, and Paul McCartney. 3 separate
Mhm.
episodes, but they're putting them together because of the 3 surviving Beatles.
The Beatles, yeah.
Now it's, 2 surviving Beatles, but yeah.
Yeah. They're getting
um,
old.
Yeah, George Harrison's passed since then. If the Simpsons had gone on a little earlier, they could have gotten John Lennon, but...
Yeah.
Number 9, John Waters as John. Let's
As
face it,
John.
Let's face it, he was playing himself.
Which episode was that?
That was, that Homer was friends with him, and he didn't realize he was gay, and then when he found out he was gay, Homer freaked out.
Oh, but that was John Waters?
Yeah, it was John Waters.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
okay. I like that episode.
Number 8, John Lovitz as multiple
Artie
characters.
Ziff?
Artie Ziff, the other, the Shelbyville nuclear guy, a bunch of other characters. The critic, he did that a few times.
Yeah.
And sometimes he just literally does, like, one-off characters, too, so.
You know it's him, though, with his voice.
Oh, yeah, because he always sounds like John Lovitz.
Yeah.
James Earl Jones also has various roles.
Yes,
number
many
7.
characters.
Yeah. My favorite was that this is indeed a disturbing universe.
Oh, the toaster time travel, yeah.
Yeah, like Maggie acts as Willie in the back, takes the pacifier. This is indeed a disturbing
universe. Yeah.
Number 6, Winona Ryder as Allison Taylor. She was the
Who's
girl
that?
that was better at everything than Lisa.
Oh, yeah.
That was actually Winona Ryder. Yeah.
Oh, get out of here. I
Yeah.
didn't, yeah.
Number 5, Michael Jackson as Leon Kompowski.
Oh, that was his name. Okay.
Yeah. Of course, he wasn't credited, but it was Michael
No.
Jackson.
He didn't want to be because he thought it was funny or
He thought
something
it was
weird like
very funny, yeah.
that. Yeah.
Number 4, this is a big one. Bette Midler, Hugh Hefner, Johnny Carson, Luke Perry, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers all playing themselves.
Oh, damn.
That was the Krusty Comeback special.
Oh, yeah.
Number 3, Dustin Hoffman as Mr. Bergstrom. Going all the way back to season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And he
You call me
also-
Mr. Nerdstrom, Boogerstrom.
Yeah. He was also not credited.
I wonder why.
I don't know the reason, but I just know that they made a reference to it when, remember the Itchy and Scratchy movie, and Bart wasn't allowed to see it?
Yeah.
And Lisa saw it, and she's like, oh, and the celebrity voices, you had Dustin Hoffman, Michael Jackson. Of course, they didn't use their real names, but you could tell it was them.
Oh, okay.
Little shout out there.
That's a little nod.
Number 2, Mark Hamill as himself.
Luck be a Jedi tonight.
And they made him look like such an ass, too.
Yes, they did.
And from what I've heard, Mark Hamill's like such a great guy, too.
Yeah, he actually loves talking Star Wars.
Or basically any of his work he loves talking
Or pretty
about.
much, yeah.
Actually, I have a thing to tell you about him, but let's get to number 1. Number 1 is Albert Brooks as so many characters.
Oh, really? Yeah, I guess
Cowboy
you
Bob,
could.
he was Jacques, who seduced Marge in season 1. He was Brad
Oh, yeah.
Goodman from Bart's Inner Child. He was Hank Scorpio. That was the most memorable one. He was Tab
So good.
Spangler, and he was in the Simpsons movie as the villain.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So basically, anytime Albert Brooks steps into the studio to record anything for The Simpsons, it's going to be comedy gold.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, out of 25, what do you say?
So a lot of these
We
I didn't know.
didn't get to any submitted lists, and I'm sorry, guys. The reason is because I had so many lists left over from the last episode because we had to cut it short.
Yeah. Well, I found it entertaining. This list in particular, I'll go.
I pretty much agree with it. Don't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
I'll go 25.
I'll go 25 as well. You know what I'd like to see, and I'm going to request this for anybody out there listening. How about, like, it doesn't have to be 25, whatever, worst Simpsons guests?
Ooh.
That would be interesting, right?
Like you could tell they were phoning it in, maybe.
Or it was just, maybe it was just an inappropriate thing, like the one that comes to mind was Lady Gaga. Like, the whole episode was revolved around her.
And for some reason, Lisa was enthralled with her when you'd assume she wouldn't be.
Well, no, Lisa was the only one in the town that wasn't, because she was all depressed and shit, and Lady Gaga was, like, so sure that she could cheer Lisa up. Because, you know, she works magic or whatever. I don't know. Like, I thought it was asinine.
I haven't seen the episode. I just heard about it.
It's possibly the worst episode ever.
Oh, wow. That's saying something.
I mean, like, almost every person is out of character.
That would be interesting. Maybe it was an experiment.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to knock a point off of this list.
Oh, no. For what?
Somebody very important was missing.
Who?
Kelsey Grammer.
Oh, my God. Sideshow Bob.
Yeah. Wait, was he included in the Cheers thing?
I don't know.
No,
But even
he wasn't.
Oh, wow.
He wasn't.
That's how could I just right over my head, man.
Yeah, it took me a minute to, like, oh, wait a minute. Sideshow fucking
Bob.
Bob.
Those damn rakes.
What is it? Rakes, my arch enemy. I thought I was your arch enemy. I have a life outside of you, Bart.
Yes.
And then I love that David Hyde Pierce played his brother Cecil.
How appropriate.
Yeah. And then I think they got, like, the dad from Frasier to play the dad at one point, and they even made, like, Frasier jokes, so... But yeah, I'm going to give it a 24.
All right, fair enough.
But speaking of Mark Hamill and voice acting, I saw this video, and I was talking about this on last night's stream, or maybe it was Potato Cast. I definitely talked about it last night, where he was at a convention, and a fan was trying to get him to do his Joker voice, but to say Heath Ledger lines.
Oh, okay.
So he wanted to hear, like, the animated Joker do the Heath Ledger lines. And Mark Hamill seemed like he was a great guy. Explained very thoughtfully why he really didn't want to do it.
Oh, okay.
And even, like, as soon as the question came, like, everybody in the audience groaned, like, oh, you know, like, come on. Like, don't do that, you know? And he was saying, you know, like, you know, how much respect he had for Heath Ledger and how the Joker is such a big role. It is like an actor's dream, you know, to play the Joker. It's one of those roles that can really make you, you know. And he felt that they're two completely wildly different interpretations of the character, that Heath played it as very realistic and he plays it as very comic booky, you know. And he didn't really think that would be appropriate, and then the guy was like, oh, it's my birthday, could you just say why so serious? And he did it. He goes, all right, why so serious? And everybody starts cheering, going, happy birthday, you son of a bitch.
Huh? And then that guy felt like shit on his birthday.
No, actually, he looked like it fucking made his entire year. I mean,
Oh, okay. Well, that's
to
good, I
have
guess.
Mark Hamill as the Joker call you a son of a bitch is pretty fucking cool. And with a giant fucking smile on his face, you know. Happy birthday, you son of a bitch. But that's the show, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
I hope you enjoyed it too.
Oh, yes. That sounded so wrong when you said it like that. I don't know why, but you just kind of freaked me out a little. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. You know, that was like that. Going back to The Simpsons, you know what that was like? That was like when they dramatized the sort of like the presidential debates in 1960s, but they were both Kennedy and Nixon were trying to do a spot for Duff Beer. And Kennedy's like, I would like to take this time to express my fondness for Duff Beer.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, I would also like to take this time to express my fondness for that particular beer. And he's like, boo!
Yeah.
And then Kennedy was shot in the head. And then a million conspiracy theories were born.
Back and to the left. Anyway.
Oh, God.
That's our show.
I prefer the Seinfeld version with the spit.
Oh, yeah. With, the baseball player. I forget his name.
What was it, Don Mattingly?
Something Hernandez?
Keith Hernandez.
That's
who I knew it was one of the Mets around that era.
Yeah.
But I couldn't think of who it was. All right, well, Don Mattingly wasn't even on the Mets. That was the Yankees. See, I'm out of my mind. Well, I'll see you guys a couple of weeks, well, maybe not even that long when we do List Critics. It all depends on Tanya because she's going back to school.
Back to school, man.
So, there may be episodes where I might have a substitute if I can't get her because I do not want to interfere with her education. But I know you guys love Tanya, and I will try to get her as often as I can. It's just, like I said, between her work and now she's going to school, I'm going to try my best to have her on the show as often as possible. And it's only going to be for a semester, by the way, so this is not like a permanent thing.
No.
But, yeah, and of course next month for List Critics 2, keep an eye out for more great content on VMX's Armageddon Time.
Ow!
Yes, that.